for abandoning railway development agenda started by their party when they were in power. Yenti the minority eka a far railway and some almost say NDC for by Omato railway development agenda
No budgetary allocation was made for railway development. In 2026, only 73 million has been budgeted for a railway development across the entire country, particularly given the scale of investment already made in the sector. In the case of the Mpakadan railway line, these critical supporting facilities, particularly those at Mpakadan and within the Savannah region, and Debris, yes, within the Savannah region, have effectively been abandoned by the current government. This is especially troubling, considering the over $1.1 billion already that have been invested in the railway sector between 2017 and 2024. Without the completion of this complementary facility, the full operation and economic value of this investment cannot be realized, thereby putting a substantial portion of this investment at risk of underutilization. Ghana Railway Development Authority raises additionally that
Road Minister Agboja Ade Kyeɛ said by the end of 2027, many of the road projects will be completed. It's going to boost the economy and improve the road safety that Ghanaians are looking for. Agboja.
Which projects are on site and are ongoing, and by the end of 2027, Mr. Speaker, you will see a lot of completed road projects that would enhance our economy, make our roads safer, and this is why I tell colleagues, let us work together to make sure that we protect the big push. Let us not fall for any agenda of anybody outside of this house. This is the House of Parliament. The debate, the formulation of policy of anything that has to do with governance stands here and not anybody outside. And I want to take the opportunity to thank the entire country for the support they've given to Big Push. President Mahama is not in the business of skewing anything to disadvantage the people of Ghana. Big Push projects are on site, they are ongoing, and shall be completed on schedule and on budget. Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker, for the opportunity.
Some people are spewing certain untruth and some inaccurate figures. What is he saying? Say government awarded 70 billion worth of contracts under the Big Push program, and he's saying that what was awarded was 54 billion that was allocated for new projects, while 23 inherited projects cost 14.8 billion. I say only 44%, not the 76% of the projects that many are talking about are sole sourced. It's a construction work, 44% there. Omang 410 de bia, omo tam de man nipebi, so omonkoye. Yenti Agboja.
Mr. Speaker, I say this as a matter of fact. I am not responding to anybody except those who are falsifying information on social media. Mr. Speaker, the NDC did not award over 70 billion cedis worth of work under the Big Push. Indeed, we said 54 billion of that was for new works, and then the 23 projects were projects that we inherited, costing another 14.8 billion. And indeed, Mr. Speaker, there's spurious information online that 76%
Honorable
of Big
Minister,
Push
just go ahead with your
projects
statement.
were sole source is also false. Only about 44% of those projects were procured through sole sourcing. And I state on record, Mr. Speaker, we are making progress as a house and as a country to make sure that much of our procurement is done competitively. But that is why I'm saying that those who claim to have done this so-called analysis based on data we submitted to them freely didn't help the country, because if they did due diligence, they would have known that those percentages they put outside were pure fabrications and false. And indeed, Mr. Speaker, President Mahama's government has taken steps to improve the procurement process. And as a matter of fact, as I said, I'm not having a go at our colleagues on the other side. I say that today as a minister, almost the 110 billion cedis worth of project we inherited were
Agboja. Ade Baako Food and Beverages Association of Ghana for Ade Gu Agric Ministry say almost say untumi nua tomatoes ene o mfa so pa ne say Agric Ministry wo na Agric Ministry no esu ni mfa so na almost o mama Agric Minister no 90 days so wantumi ama anye de wo so ye ne na sede na entoto ye ne sipi ne say tomato bo ekosro to say ne am proper anticipated there ene also jana dwuma no mfiri okra de abufu aba ama ono so abeyi ano say ada mu fi say Agric Ministry ayete ne ejimi phobia na say eno so ensem a aba betodwa Eriko Poku ensem o kan no yenti no kakra
worry
and I make a chance say look say on one kasa he's not following development in the sector. He wouldn't have made that statement. He wouldn't have jumped into that conclusion. Because we are laying a solid foundation to address the challenge. Now, if we want to provide boreholes across the country, in all the production centers, to produce the quantities that we want to produce, how many months would it take us to finish with that? Even if you are going through the procurement processes alone. That is why I'm saying that if you get the opportunity to speak to Ghanaians, let us be factual and anchor our discussions on things that people will understand. We have to be objective. Oh, and yes, I was saying this. Says here, my contract. Say, now come on, go to borehole, solar powered boreholes. You say, procurement process of Grabeteki say. You can't just go to the market and say, John, you know, go to boreholes. It doesn't work that way. You go through processes. And so you say, Mama, 90 days. 90 days, you know. So I come through procurement in the area. That days, I can't give you the answer. I'm wanting. So let's be reasonable and factual in argument. We'll argue this way. Create that erroneous impression that the ministry is not doing anything. Tomorrow, the technical people will hold a meeting today to see how we can respond to the crisis, to see how we can double up our efforts, to see how we can accelerate the process to drive our nation towards sufficiency. But it shouldn't be the case, and they are still so produce tomato today. It is not doable. Let's be realistic. I'm surprised my brother John is speaking this way. What we are doing in the ministry, at least, they should understand that all of us in the ministry are not fools. We cannot sit there.
And some are better than the Obekaya neo penny our year chairman, tomato, Fort na had in Comomo can some baby. Siciano, a benada bay. Benada we. A bay. And one more shall say, tomato no. A be macra. A brother we are a bay. Tomato free Burkina Faso see a pagacrana, a saniaba, tamaliana, aba, befa, a yam, maybe a biaba kumasi jum. If I Jenny, they almost say any problem. And those no Abdullah Traore will be a factory. Was who he had raw materials. Into 1 month of the best feedy industry. No. The microphone.
Only the enemy better come on straight to.
Akota Owia tea tomatoes na omre
export to
the one the Namibia and I say on
oh no they go France no ne ade nyina
omre bi
da wo do we dey
na say ebia se Ghana for ye beto na yesusu ye yisu bia
yento Ghana this will have been the purpose of the after saying a bit to the amongst ourselves saying bad but one of the
Ghana here tea tomatoes ni bi se momre raw tomatoes na tea tomatoes no ma ya
we on bedwene ho
Yeah, wait. I don't hear what Samada.
Omanhene some person.
And Nuna, also Nuna, tomato for ne case. Tomato be yini tipa wo Ghana ye April ending after Easter hono. Amount for dua.
Benyamai.
Adano buy and also be chim so say sa particular breed na Burkina Faso dua no. Ghana for ni bi dua bi. But ehun adwuma den.
Sa.
I o say ehun adwuma ye no den ti. Yana nipa bebre mpe. Enti Yana Ghana de nsuo na temu nti no. Aduane so nim sa.
Abuta se odi twimeko ni banku a e kama.
Omo ye no mo koyamo a.
Ensuro wie yi.
Omo so ade be chi na tinsuo. Ba Burkina de no. But me dey share fridge mu for many.
She say ensuro wie na eje dia na.
Enti ensuro wie no an ye die. Na de akoba no say esi ano the ama adwadifo no bebre nso so prefer ho no say Ghana for na edua ntosu no o wa akoto you know box no now the Burkina de na gusuro no a pack local one egu ase
Anti unhwie no.
Anti wanhwie ya odi be akodo no be hwie no na
ase nyina chaka.
E na ma Ghana fo no bebre hu nti obobo nkro bia no mo ye sa amti amanfo nkoto.
Enkoto mu ntozo.
Anti won say the same community. Ti say amekom ha. Na nkrofo gu obi afuo so enso to.
Ton gidi.
No bi so de gu o se entome de.
Na ne de no de gu ase.
Yo di go ase kura wa ye Ghana de ni bi no nso adua Burkina de.
Na kota say Burkina de yi ma ne mu ye ni nsonsuo de ne sai.
Na nsonsuo no se e wo ho no mo na ba the demand no.
Enya we say aduane no.
Aduane no kra bi ni ho. O se the person say no. Every day. Utie papa no komodi a. O se one dam. Omutumi lodu cars 24.
Omo cars akese.
Makoma be 24.
Cash. Ntuzungwa.
One dam pe o. Also over 100 and say. It's 130 dams.
Oh, Burkina.
It's one more irrigation say 24 hour 365 days. Okay, afono egu efuma mo yef. It's yet tomato we no now we are ready.
Yeah, the train say nsuo no toto ansa na yakodua ntu the weather.
What do you tomato January no? Maybe I will turn March. By the time what do January no February will do for March will do. So every time
okay, tomatoes say ya no say dia.
No, the next one.
It's okwa say na so okay.
To say be a mati we 2 months na be so another 3 months. The next February no we dia.
Okay.
The what you do in March. It's every year no. Every month no your tomatoes. I know almost strategy omo di dua no. Onso omo di ahoma bi susom na apeja.
Stick.
Eti tomato no bokosoro.
Ya dia ne na enante form no.
O se epeja ni musa no a eso. Na tito form so a empro.
Akonta we nyina no. Nti ya agric fu yo mugu agric college ne CSIR ho na content we omunim. Agric science ne agronomy sia.
Agobogu tutu bombu.
Agronomy se jakoto mugu KNUST ti we omunim. Professor Bia Asanto Bekaya ase obia kra de ne ye ne running mate. One of the smaller parties, Professor B, were very power agronomist.
Enyo oba no.
Mine be. Odia e bro kra or the technology be a bro. Ewo baby a tech e baby a ECG for angoma so achi ho baby or the new technology be a bro any ade. Agota nti wenum no ye hu ya agronomics
technology na say ka angoma so
ana o ka o montie
oko agri sector agronomists be you see omunya adwuma ye kakra kuku board ye wo forage and crop research wa ya more than 5 years ago employ obi am employ ompo
boys no
go outside na me CSR for
yaw
akotenti
Tiakuta omo hunu we.
If you
they are not been employed, koko he data that omo fail dwuma e for kran ko yedwuma. So wow ya be good back kwa dey be say. Hwe now ka so how.
Na Santo Obakai a unse emra Dr. Usofri Yakuto be ya Greek minister. No say beto dwa say enkwala no mu wie unse Greek college bi wo kwada so Greek ho. Ena ba ko bi susu wo say adwira wo say dey. Na ye say backlog bi Oma graduate students ni bia na omo emfa omo adwuma so beka ya extension officers ni ade akoto time omo be sa fa omo nyina de omo kokko district ma
extension officers ni ye agronomist obi between the first degree second degree okay university I say fa omo
no omo
fa omo me I was na me ya Greek or SS na me ni so much about some of these things
me ya Greek crowd level
omo few
ya me ti Greek brutal
David we be ya Greek okwen
na ko da ka be kwa kwere bedua banche na se me ko
we can Greek enye ya we go so ya agriculture officer service nyo na ode second ko for ma kwa dua
ya
obedua
me ni ma Greek
to so na se me ko
o my misro ya bo ma you have to educate him on Greek. So you agriculture
I did A level agriculture
because also he's trying to
na go ta agriki ye nyina ya nya bi o ya ko secondary school
me A level agriculture
yeah time na your core subject and now we the compulsory
yeah elective agriculture yeah
me ya agriculture as a subject ko yeah A level
na go ta elective ni ko difference and wo mo e banchi dua
ya do keka no ade na
ya auza apogina mutimi twene hwa bi so hu na mo asa no sebe ya ne hwa ne be keto no watima wo kese akotade na mo ya no
don't belittle agric
akota aja odwan bi no
me ma koye A level agric u baga mi se me kocho
awuja se yo odwan bi ana bebe etimi fusa be kese bi no ma ya kutukutu
agrics omo ko agric school nyina mo fio Santini.
Omuyi agric college ne agric college e wo ko adaso ya agric college
so when was the last time I employ omo
Nani akoto omo ko bebrebe de bi omo ya admission no ya employ omo
fine against hope and the teacher for omo buffet eje hoping against hope
China for na has adopt some
China for na hu omo for omo ko
China and eti o
omo kire omo koko no swollen shoot no ne akate e wo so no omo boa omo
reclamation yom na ye and so who going to lead reclamation for Ghana
yeah
akota we nyina ye ja ho no
ba on say agric for no so ya no mo concentrate on crops no too much fishery agric
animal
your animal husband
ponchene hwan
and your fishery enti me say
na ntwe bi omo ye
oya agric ye young boy today who go agric school here be real major in this catfishing and
yes,
this
animal no sika
you benye sika they are not practical also
na ntwe ne nwan ne ade
wa ko sa school no so wo yen wo fish pond now wo ton catfisher ekwa be fa so a wo benya sika no obi onim bi kura de ayi business
de eche me a me nim no
for kura betima ba ho no for advice need on na mo the veterinary aka ho
yes
on the okwa okotena krasuma Lugumas cacao no one akosia botany
mama tilapia ne banku boye dendende
on the mention
Tiubroma cacao
Tiubroma cacao
Atroboma cacao
Tiubroma cacao cocoa rofudin
cocoa Troboma cacao
and Magifera indica
Magifera
indica mango
botanica and an amudi na you say botanica name agreke fui
your cabbage brassicara or vera
sir
I know your theory agree
botanica name yes botanica name botanica Musa sapientus
Musa sapientus
big push
banana
let's look at this big push Ebi Mufi said the agenda the $10 billion dollar agenda of the big push no it's too much but Bishop will say with the advent of gold board nisika was generating His Excellency is what we say all the baby and I cast our mom the 54 billion Ghana cedis. I'm a contract 14.8 billion a year project ongoing on Betoye no Ghana for a friend abandoned projects. So almost 70 billion. And I caught into or see 2027. What can some penny cut is sword or see next year a year and a few way. Major areas will be construction sites.
Yeah.
Because of that, no. Go for grania careful some coca company and in idea. Yeah, a big push. To what extent would they help this nation? No, bet me a year.
Big push them almost say 10 billion.
$10 billion project. Big push. And you're gonna see you.
$10 billion dollars.
Yeah.
Nakote sika
Now we are doing 70 billion. Am I in the same 10 billion?
Sika ne dai, sika ne wahin.
Good board, Sika.
It's the Bank of Ghana.
The Ghana is Sika in front of the wall.
The people say, unse akota. At the moment, we busa say mo yes. Ghana ya kwaje. Ghana mef Ghana say nye 3 billion say. Ana.
Oh. Now say
akota yo 10 billion
in trenches.
No.
The fact say was slated 10 billion. That's not mean say the money is lying down or kotamo.
Na ewahin.
It is an expenditure, capital expenditure, which the government intends. I could friend say Eastern Corridor,
Western Corridor road, Canadian road.
Say omuche sika from the combat a year on year. Maybe a few way, a buy number spend maybe 100 billion. And no crown, yana sika na ho. A revenue ne grants binom ne niema no market Campbell. But me say no me so man pedi your mama. So person yeah obet me because gold board
sika edaho.
But you see, I don't check gold never for more.
Said the Bank of Ghana. Gold price about
5,140, about 4,200. Say ever for more.
Because of the world market price on food.
There be and Tokani see here now. Omujai near money business here. People went to the gold.
Yes.
And as you see, I say
market
starting you go munti. And here you have the big push is meant to connect our roads. On say Omanhene Yaw say every region be are linking to the next capital no ebe dual. Ebe poor mine. But as to whether they can finish it.
Me de akota en Kenya boni o. Me de Omaya say
road network.
Yes, road network bibia ye ka But me de me su hu no ye say ye de en say kwa ken.
Oh yeah. So I'm in touch.
Ye betimi ya na ye betumi awie. Wo say akota ye wakwan ni bi wo no mo a eda ho no mo a ye mfa ye nsankan no.
Ke
penisa utimi nante so koba ba contractor ni nya de nsa ko ka se me ye gates wo nchen eye nchen tutu hwan no a ekwan ni utimi mfa so biem. Na se wantimi ankwa anko wie a
eye gates chen president aban bia.
Eso wantimi anwie.
Say on gata.
Say the take up and say gata contract under contract there be under contract will be adwuma a ono akwaje no ono so sublet the man say ye gata man ento no be in terms of and sabe kan sika ento yi wi a afa na say odi na tie ne butimi be go so
gota MPP gota untumi omo
barakota ni nyina mu no ho me de me say president Mahama say
gota
me say president Mahama say akota say ye nyina ye de ani akwakobu road but ke bia ye 10 billion say gold board wo ya gold ibu da so giregina ye kakota gold ya ye boabo ni ka de ye mfa nye train kwan from Accra to Emesintwam Kumasi to Tamale
then na minority say NDC buy 73 million is a Ghana city depend on maslity for
railway.
I'm go here budget
70 say
3.
Marakota say ye connect railway from so they say from Tema Accra hona to Tema Mpaka Dani and the almost my year.
There is a wine the Savannah region or my bandit.
Oh, but could be on my year bridge be actor so to South Dome Bridge as ante. Bakubi Omanhene Mampeni Akufo Addo time so be kaya Omanhene bridge be to say Dome bridge
railway ministry
Barakuta one sector
transport but NDC doesn't see that railway as their priority. Truth be told, from last year betum ne what is your mark can be craft for railway one year major.
Debbie. But another area so Sakota ye de ni kakra kokoshe ho no mo ebeboy eye safer eye much more reliable one ejina train e wo kwan ho say odi tuo or robi nipa wo train say wajina train wo kwan mu de ebe ha adwane sa say otitire mu a untimi nto yogurt untimi nto pan no won sawam untimi nto eyi twofi ne bayira ya chi
omo wo ba bi omugina
Santungo ojina ya no e fast no ato
those are who need value num ne takwa num ne ade no so na e wo out station o
de be ha
ya no mo mutimi jam 5-10 minutes utimi sikura
koto sapa no bi e wo
utimi sikoto polo
sapa no bi a e wo is over the B first or one first I was that train na say ba utimi nyina ho ntobi na say ga ye no a
working well Udu station one in India for train you know
yes
Udu station one ma amam for to me say bia in the next 10 minutes train no ejina efa nipa obi to me sikura koto bibi sa be fro ne ade that was the system ye na no be ka sleeper ho asma che anajo ofa train anajo oda ayi Kumasi railway hanwa obati na ni anopa na otakwa no was sorry train sleeper mu say mu breakfast over sorry obenya breakfast and you remember coffee and toma duvel the kata ho what that say what that play mu that was the system in Ghana and you have to nyina gu
akota at least you revive ye training sector ne kakra na akota contractors here minority ne ka ho asem say ase governance kwame agboja hand pick wo mo ne ade na akota menu nyina di wadanse say mampani na nado danko akufo ado time edu baby na be contractors be 3 ana ne yeti omudin pa enye kofi joba eye ju shop enye ju shop na bia wate attach din ba ku bi ta ba be fam later kra na me kote napo construction bi na papa no beka 2 weeks e wo Kumasi say omanya contractor bi we very good akota ebeye 1 or 2 bi enti say ye betimi abam soso na bia other contractors bi soso wo ho no mo a akota omonsa no adwuma efe ombekọ ne ntentem a ade ba ko amanfo de bo MPP so boy say as a contract ni nyina kodi 1 or 2 contractors bi enchen nti ma adwuma no so be ye slow because time a Kofi Job eye Santase prekwan no sa so ye Santase ayi to anwan kwanta ho no sa so eye ezi pechi edi famua besi ayi Atenga dancing Sokoban no sa so ye bi wo ahafone ade ebia yes or capacity ne so obeye but akunta mu say nipa ba ko no ohun but se ko ye de hakakrama we ne de hakakrama we ne de hakakra we so omo ya ebeba besia baby fako but ekoye ase 1 or 2 bin kakra menka se na omo ebia omo nsem fatase ye de ma wo mo but se ebia wutrem na wutrem susu na nkoye se ebia akuta ekoye ye party for sa ye se susu no ye kowe colors semu contractor ono susu no ye namu ane ye campaign no oma efu kakra oma pick up bakum yenum yense bi no yensese nwuma ne bi emfama wo mo eba sa susu ana akuta sa contractor ne nye tried and tested a okoye kwan a ebekumi no mienu o wo ye ne ye kwa kofa sa kwan no so ye ko drive sa kwan no so ne ade okoye se bi kwan bi a ebeku ye mienu tried and tested people also so when you fan ko hwese chinchina yesese adwuma ma ba ko bi ewe abai we sesa enti yesusu sesa no mo akwa sesa dia mo akwa ye adwuma papa ye ne ye ko eba be ko.
Okay, we are live on Precise 105.9 on radio and live on television. As I'm saying, I'm in tio na fe yene future live for entertain komo na almost pebi my right after that then me hu say Omanhene wajinedwa
Omai
ai gota for
Omai
oso nkasa
kakra make a for minority press conference no efa ayi no ho o say two no say as a aban no buy no wache say on fa two no
yeah but the government promise was bringing the tool back. What happened
in the yard dream no my yard dream but me no there should be more technical with that particular aspect. Me ne aban nya adwen say obesisi to boot da. To boot no agigi to. Unim. Ghana to boot enko 30 kra ha enu.
Also, they my private development.
No, I was say two no. You can say
yeah, automating no.
You could you two boot. I was say a two bia or the car organ or the falcon bia so to be. Because nipa bi or one comfortable to 2 years kwana untie. So is it not using the road? Until the minister of rules no. Make sense that he should think outside the box. Mandate motor for na 56 going to for the whole year now. Obia will issue a little fancy care idea be a dinanti be and what you be. The yes, sir, idea now the best word to boot to back what basi idea mraho. No, I'm for why Mr. Kumasi in a Kumasi to boot to a hinfa. So one call Micromatumako for you, Aboaswa. And I say, "Bia, I'm young Quantanis when I go to Kubasi. Where do you get tolling? Won't you? Hey, me also use to Kano baby." And he said, "Minister of Rules and Sebi, or say what you horse I say, on farm Rebin Co said henceforth, ye may see to boot. I should be a source. I feel be a do I say 2 series now, Jika Biana, Carcasia at the Grota, Ethiopia 200 Ghana. Wait, but my ya, not a be a benny, Skakesi Bicrana, a bois. I'm out there, crime baby. We are bass and you know, said you disabled for an almost one I issue. But say, I buy betting my generate the percentage you grab the amount. Say, be I been 1% crowd these two now. You're betting tax, a betting at source now. A bubble moment and yes, can be into your mind. The minority for no canon, and yen a bonus or sa banity. Namo media, Memoko is to boot. Kobo kato buta. Nipa bi kwa chemo ko bi mpontu ya. E ko fan sempi ba. Enti omo nwini sebe say omo ye say ye de mnabi ko parliament. Say ka bia o membe betua to. I should be road tax be something of that nature. Obi entua bi 26 kwa na the whole day the whole year kwa na. E kwa na nam so no wetu nya say obi a wode ka kofa bia beto butu nkwa.
Rekopoku issue we can say.
Rekopoku issue no. Me hu ni say abane na dwesenka obeso some of these petty agriculture issues and commercial. Say 9 months, more than 1 year, and cocoa tomato so yemfa even 6 months kwa na maneba. Damn na me kanda. Damn ne boy dion. Is it how a kumsin Tanzania Minister of Special Initiatives? Omaka say 25,000 and say 50,000 Ghana cedis. Omotim dia ye some of these dams no. My agriculture ya ne hunti Niger de na ya grace Niger na they have nearby water dam no da wa omo sprinklers lay pipes na this one ba where it shouldn't take more than 300,000 to get one northern register omo ga say musi si sadie we ya 10 million Ghana cedis crab betimi aye sadie we ya ma omo ato omo enti we you know me for me ye ntimi ko twa 10 billion for big push. Now, ABI is just about 100 million Ghana cedis to solve some of this problem. Now, I say, concentration all our problems on roads. I better drink. Money in Shaho because agriculture problem we. On my idea, I can say, Skakesi Biao. We are. I remember my group. You feel the northern region, ever south every day. Say, baby, you may who be for so be any son. Obanya Juma ho. Kasamrenka, a penny say tomato. You was season bia you could be free ebia tamale and as a northern season be free there ma season be eastern region na ka cheche manko obi anya adwuma ni biye because yes sika omo say yes say no tomato ho kwa oman ebro ye de kwa free ho more than say almost be say 1 something billion Ghana cedis every year e ko free ho say sika we Ghana for na enya oman wono obetu kwa hunu bia kopa adwuma bi ni ho ntimi de rekopoku problem no onkasa say sika na yes typhoon no one in ministry in sanka onkasa na won pom na nimre say yonko mpanyi ma mo started to your sa ko UN oba one commission one cut source from this promises on make here say be no commission wo event or cut sword wo afran plains wo mo so basis farming centers and cannot region there or they should demand from the president to start cutting the sword for some of these irrigation for them mama brunya adwuma ye na utina ga say sika nye kwa kwaye kwan bra isa be nya aduani ni.
All right, yeah, a quick one na yenko nimra
agota
Eric
honorable Eric Opoku me dey me feel say yes ebia the current finance minister and release funds send ye also release the ministries and any ade but akonta also so ye minister on tena won so hwesa say mesika ma ene sika masika ntino o hwesa o the other ministers are omo be ya Greek ministers be ye ministers for certain ministries bia na bia sika nkose ne na esiko but they did something akota erikopoku ntimi nka nkyere me say agi say ohia sika free finance ministry ansa na ena ye complaining akota de timer krata baye se Burkina Faso omo bane omo mfa into so emebio about
2 weeks ago
2 weeks
statement by last week
but na ayi agrek papa no say no mo atia draw Ghana mission papa no so obaha last week
or say
obaha Monday
obaha Monday no say 2 weeks ahead
yes
na omate amoma bo ministry amane krata ne baye no and was a frame ministry too.
Yes.
Or no mom can a frame ministry.
A bomb,
the person in charge of
Eric for when I have tomato importation.
Anna, there be ministry on America. When he called that
one in charge.
The one in charge. And also a Monte into on forward the man. And on forward the man, no more forward the Bicoma, Burkina.
Yes. Mission, Ghana mission.
Ghana missions in Burkina. And almost so a Monte. Into a moment because no because okohonti no now only a Greek minister no name penny for already commodity penny bi oha no on the lazy on the Sundays are let ne bread and no crown a ma omu bi so almost yes such no not just a no crack and a Greek ministry so confirm we that was last week.
Yes.
Okay, you're going to say 1 week.
Yes.
And your crisis
week
Abetoso as in Tuesday. Next week Tuesday.
And then the year babe say the Greek minister say omo technical team e ba be sia me de me feel say honorable Erikopoku ya chedodo asemwe se ne esi ba bonte ne se ne ase Ghana fo nyina high amafo kra busa se ntina kese free next week ikono ye nya ntos ni bia na by now
papa na ka say free next week ikono
mo
brother total ban.
Bo itiakotanka by now kwasenka honorable Erikopoku start a movie to tomato growing areas no akota honorable Erikopoku ntimi nkan James finance minister amfasika ma ontimi nya sika ntopetru ngune Land Cruiser mum entume senko akomadan enkosia kuafo ne se ebia de ebanie yatene last week yatene 2 weeks ago say Burkina Faso na emfantoso emma momo de no ebia mudua how many weeks nie ebedi say na ebia aso ede ne ebetima yese be ye be so ntem na yakoyanim by now kwasenke ehunsa Greek minister a movie to this tomato growing areas no to meet cocoa farmers no but enra ya ne yate so okachire say the technical team will meet this morning then they will meet there and there the akotato da na meeting e dos dodo ye kosku ya yes Greek cocoa we Greek de nkwa
abase no tomatoes na be brintem say so omo woni ema omo de ma tomatoes na
akotato da
say tomato ni yiri tia na won pan ye
akotato metimi aye
ye be di tomatoes bia so ma hwe ho asema oh we was say diplomatic meetings.
Yes.
Okuje tonum
foreign affairs the Greek ministry of Ghana
Burkina no kra na papa your friend say Sahel minister for Sahel no to ye dey na omanpani atimi ama minister Bablolate etu ono Sahel no to ye dey
dey ono no share Israel
Dabi ya dey Niger Burkina Mali anyone a Guinea. Omo yo omo so mate omo ne ode ye de na to ho so liaise with Ghana.
To no ni liaise ni ye say soja fo no fatuo no ntofo mo nye ntosi sem ne hia no. Tamai no. Akota say yes ntosi ni je na sem ne hia no. Akota no bo Erikopoku onkeka no ho kakra because one the political and yema so danani so opeso ye. Akota depending on the performance as a Greek minister and the betchere say the running mate in flag bearer near the Adeno. Akota say one jete Greek ministry one man. The Ghana show on yes, in times of crisis,
so forth.
Erikopoku a Greek minister no. So forth na Ghana for unu semra ye kwa yeyem a Burkina Faso mumfanto sumano. Within a month, within 2 weeks, within 3 weeks, Papa we ye say na kwa say ye kan sem na say obey interview na be to say na do you think we are fools and your team ministry on there so forth me hu say we bibi.
Thank you very much. Mamima honorable bana hina kwaba honorable na want to say baby aboko The one fair. Hey, and the opposition to my own you said the any you when you're trying to hey, that be your so why for opposition. Professors must stop on watching. Now, both to say, maybe I will call when you my home, mamma, now, any future and fortune come on Brazil, and I feel, and to me, so and some pa, if you must say, yeah, abba. Somebody, Olivia, Ewaha, Minia, Penny, Yabuachin, so ha. Yeah, on them to say,
Yehoah don't make
yes, Olivia, so yeah, call future life, I see it. Now, yeah, one of
yo me da se menua na no pay ya chi obi biara wo tie yen na wo hwe yen e wo owia ene precise de awurade ase se wo de yen kwa ache yen nipa nkwa ho hia enkwa hia ho fi se yen awurade Yesu Kristo no so wo bai si benya nkwa nya na boroso nti wo se ne onyankopon do wi ase no de ne bo wo no koma ne so obi ogini de no onyira na benya da nkwa tie nkwa nkasa nkasa ene hia kane ne Yesu ano ne ye betwere ka achi a ne won se ya twere sunkwa nyankwa eno nkwa ene enkwa hia ene de ye twere ne ma bi na feeling brother ne ne ma bi ngonwona nti ma won
feeling bam
ya ma won ti ne ma bi bebre na de me ka kire se mo apom de ho asem ehia ehu hia yie wapom de eno de nyi obi na ya ma wo eye wa nkasa ene na no pai ye mo hunu se wapom de no ebe gina so a enam aduane a wudie na obusa ho se aduane be na midie enuane a wudie ho asem ne ye ka kire wo no nye de wototo na bontere no a ye de ne ma afrafre mu basa no me ka kire se aduane papa ba ko pe se wudie ansa na onyankopon ato ne nsa afre wo eye future life no daache wonkwa na sese wo ho ban aduane ne din no future life daache wonkwa na sese wo ho ban the future life no bobu sasa ye den natural food supplement a ye mfansi jaso ya ye wie dada mfrafremu bia mfrem eye natural ne me wo mu nyina ye natural enu nti se wo yo ba wo ye ban mo wo ya wo frɛ wo nyino ese udi bie wo da duro so wo na duro so ese udi future life adentira ekura 23 vitamins and minerals enu nti vitamins and minerals enuane mo opom gina nyankopon no abo ya wo de agu nuane mu no ni nyina na ye de hye future life mu enu nti ekura A to Z all the vitamins and minerals 23 vitamins and minerals 19 amino acids omega 3 selenium moduke inulin dietary fiber high in protein me say aduane ba ko pa yaka ni nyina bom all inclusive food bi bia wom a sese wudie na ni gisem se wudie no de di kan oba men de tosu mi enu ebe pam yare efre ho adentira serve as antioxidant esa immune booster ejira ho se eniema bi enye wo widie mu ebe pam na mna kɔ na asa kɔ dane asojafo agina brane wo widie mu a senye kan kwanhia ekwan bie ni ho se obedi future life wa wo se yade yakun no eniema ewo mu no sa na te na me ka kire wo se enam se yesum niema egu mu no yenim bibia akora no vitamin B9 folic acid ni nyina wo hye mu ma se twom enti oba a wonyem de me kan fo de ama wo no de me kan fo ma wo se wudi abeboa wo eye future life mesrew eye ahodo enu nti menya wadwene se de kofi kɔtɔ ye no wonso no na wo tɔ fisa kokɔ kra ani breko de ense enu nti no ena ye kan fo ma ye ahodo ye wo smart food original general one de obi ya di bi ene ye wo zero ene ye wo high protein ye wo beauty ene ye sour repair ansana ye di dudo na kan ho ye friend life tonic to wo he niema no a eye life na nei de make kan fo ama woni se enne na wo twa mu miduru baabie sojafo no ho a medi wura konfo no che ya manto platform adan ya kidney awareness kidney wo sa me ka kire wo se enne enipa bewu a bebrebe nyina ayi kidney we ba na ma kidney ho ahoden so ate we ba yesi me kidney ayesei we ba yesi me kidney ayesei we ba kidney ayesei me se achia na muyi enuro na yesesa ma no de emwawo na emom didiye me ka kire o se didiye na aduane ye boboa wo bra ye ho na yen kyerɛ wo sɛ ɛbɛma aduane future life na sɛ wodi future life na wo sɛ nkɔ obi de opposite yɛto nkyɛ yɛbɛto nkyɛ na me de mɛsɛ tuatua wo nneɛma nso fi sa ha yɛ kwa ho na me ka mo hunu sɛ wo saa no wo kidney no ehia nsuo ɛna de pam nneɛma ahohoro afiri widie mu na kyɛ sɛ kidney no ehia nsuo enti nipa bia ho nam a ɛsɛ wo num nsuo ɛntena se de ɔhwere nan abra wo num nsuo ye wo bi wo ha so wɔtena se a madam fia nam ne ko school ɔmanyene wɔse sɛ nwiem ye ewiem etimi ye din a asa wiem wa ye din asa ne nsuo mmra asa awo bi na ne namu na ne de hold on your num nsuo fi sɛ wiem wa ye nwunu ɛnu nti no enipa mpensuo nom ɛna neyi so ɛma akora ne dɔɔso ɔmu mpensuo nom ne yadwonso fi sɛ trouser hyehyɛ ye ne nti ye num nsuo ye nya baabi nyonso nti ɛne obetena se fra no pa kosi anwumre onyonso me sɛ
no so a wɔnom nsuo
dabi na wo dwonso a wo hwɛ ayɛ ahwɛ dwonso no wotim sɛ ayɛ pure yellow ayɛ yellow saa dwonso na wo yɛ ne saa no acid na dɔɔso ɛno nti ɛbɛha wo kidney no ɛha wo kidney no a urinary brother deɛ friend sɛ wo dwonso twaa no lani ne wo mu no acid na wewe ne kakra ɛnyɛ ne o na ɛnyɛ kyena na ɛnyɛ bosumi
mfefie bebe
afei bɛyɛ kakra no acid na wura lani num ewura mu a akɔfa yade bebre na abrɛ wɔ mesrɛ dwonso de wo a ayɛ adwonso de o gyina bɔntire obo honhon so oni mu baabi a na wo so oni ne baabi a na ɛnyɛ hɔ so na wo bɛtena ɛnu nti mesrɛ wo pɛ baabi na dwonso ho hia na num nsuo sɛ num nsuo na num nsuo na yɛ hɔ de ɔba yɛbetu a ice water o fi sɛ yɛka sɛ num nsuo a na nyɛ ice water yɛse ma nyɛ asu a nyɛ ekurafoɔ yɛ de yɛka sɛ num nsuo a na nyɛ ice water ɛnu nti yɛ ma wo nom ice water deɛ mepɛ sɛ meka kyerɛ wo no okidi na wonya problem saa no ehia nsuo num nsuo wonum nti na akɔfa problem abrɛ wo na sɛ kidney bia so benya problem a infection ɛyɛ 80% kidney bia benya problem a infection ɛyɛ 80% na mmerenti no me kyerɛ wo sɛ yɛaso yɛ kɛseɛ no yɛwɔ sofo line alignment
that's right
interchange no soro ha ambassador ha wɔn so de ne bɛto aso na me ka mo hunu sɛ ɛnɛ de num nsuo fi sɛ kidney eku yɛ dodo nipa ewu dodo na yɛ abusa ho sɛ wo mu ayɛ ewu no saa na yɛ wu hyɛ mu ana saa na yɛ wu mi kokoro bi so yɛkɔyɛ ayie da no yɛsie nipa 25 na saa 25 no bɔsɔme baako nipa 25 na mibusa obi sɛ na ma awo wa ha yɛ sɛn wasa na ma kora wa nyina yɛ mmerɛ na ade obusa awo enti me ka mo akyerɛ wo sɛ num nsuo didi yie na aduane nwanwaso baako pɛ ɛyɛ future life yɛyɛ adwuma adwada de kosi memene da yɛwɔ interchange no so for alignment interchange no ɛsoro hɔ no a wo branch akɔkwada so estate no the opposite busa ne yɛmfrɛ yɛ number yɛ 0246 01 another 01 50 0246 01 another 01 50 me say fda ma yɛ kwan se yɛ mo yade din na wo de tutu anam de ha wo bia e fruit nim ko so na ase na bra enum sɛ kidney no ha wo ni nti wo na ase apagya wo tena kam kakra bia na ahohono me aduane nam de ma wo na bra wudi aduane no me say anko a mesa do sika ama yes ambassador
yo future life for yo ha sɛ obia benya pomden na nyame akwa wonim sɛ ewiase ne ma mienu pe de hia sɛ wo bɛfa awurade second one is obɛhwɛ wapomden ho ye wapomden ho hia kyɛ ewiase bibia so fa awurade wia bisa wo yare a onkwa na wo yare na wo hu sɛ de yare ne sitie ɛno ti future life for da bi ɛbɔ aduane wanwaso yi sɛ dibi na wa anyare me sɛ a sister station be last week a host no say Ghana for nipa be 2 million and a war kidney problems. Now we will check up on one no teaching hospitals no. Our mako check up on money who's ideal. No more baby a monko check up there na see. Kidney ne queen fensu aye no mu ne omanioma. Enti uba ye hwa ye ma onuane a e bebo saa ne omani nyina ho ban. Aduane e de be ma bo organs ne woni paduane nyina ho ban. Enye o kidney nko o liver o heart o lungs ubi bia efi utisu kosu na ase enuane no ebo saa de no ho ban enti wapom di de wanhwe ni ya obeyare wanyare so a umu to obi o ha ye se onura no nam ha meni na kasa no wa ni nyina ye nioma ekoso oni paduanum na de ehu ni se wo mu no hu nyankopon kwa ne hu mu no e na ye so ye check up enti nipa obenya nka yie bia nkọ check up ba kwa na se mienu ebeboa na ene de meka ho asempa ye prepare food no na collagen food na beauty food no future life for muhia munti da bia ye boa wohwe collagen food we repair food enipadua no se wo nyina ne problem wapo no so no gregre obi wo wapo no so nyina ena ma wo gyina so babunu nyina na esa entintina ma ne nyina ansa kwatekwate ansa na obedi future life repair food esai entie so obedi sa aduane we wudi ade a efri mu no na esa ahye ne ma se twitwi se kase ne si kase no so pa na ahye se twitwi saa obense ba be flat utimenya bone cancer enti sa mre from 40 years na nipadua no na wa ho odin ni nyina na ekofom na wa posu nyina start rere enti eso obe sha ase di we bi na wa enya problem fi se basa na entini bi wo na kokom na asom ebe fa oto aso sa na aso sisi afi na ma o maze na ye dendenden na wo start ye titiriti ono na ya na ma stroke chi nipa bebre no so munima na stroke so ebe chope obense na ma wo pressure no kosoro ti nipa bebre no se pressure na ma unya stroke unti ni nyina ye dendenden nti bra aso ye ho a ye chechu nua na be jadi ni de wuni na wudi aduane we ma maze ni nyina ye mremremre na wati makoto abuka mu na de efiri waposo ni nyina no ni nyina asan aba na wo hwe a future life beauty food ya ekuta me a ono so ye beauty food ono so ye collagen food da bia me kase ni padua no ya is cylinder na ye de gas agum enti so wo so gas no time bia na esa sa na ni padua no te collagen e wo ye mu no se wu nyini da bia na esa wu nyini korade e chene na esa se wu di sa collagen food we a da bia na esa ahye ne ma enti da bia ma wu gyina so obabunu esiesie wo ni padua no emma ahoden na Yankopon di gum mu no emani nyina ansa enti bra na bepe beauty food and collagen food ni bidi when your collagen na obi feel say o skin by fe o ti nwie no ma rebefu no beauty comes from within it is a woody way a esiesie oni padua no emu woody future life beauty food na esiesie ni padua no mu na aba abonten eti ye akwada wo mu ni nyina kama emani gina te se de ye ball no ema ne oma na wo mu ni nya dada enti wo se umu no woody future life beauty food no na asa pie wo na mani when so o skin na FFF wo tri nwifu na mo re so aye kama na it say de na wusua no it say wodi sa anuane we ya empire ma ya rent na mu your future life zero food aw mo sugar na diabetes na de ma wo mo wo ba etuetu anuane ti say mo sa anuane ni dipe wo ba so cholesterol wo pressure wo diabetes wo ba san kakra na ni nyina ekọ ye nuane ni siesie ni padua no ti say wunya bia entina ho ma sa de no nto ansa say wo ma me wo pressure nti wo so obi o papa o diabetes enya busuare we nya japade etu ba ya so e ho a ena yare no wo na doso enti ye chiro nuane wudi a ebeboa wa ema ohaw bi ema oni paduane mu wakọ check your kidneys wakọ check your liver won check enso to oda bia na odidi gum da bia me kase ni paduane ehia aduane kese obi afuti so no ankasa nsa eno kure so di 80% na anwumre aduane de ka obenya ka obegya idie to ba ha future life ma odi na nopa ni anwumre awia no odi normal food a yayi bia free mu tinase ne pen kwa ne fa so mo ba de no wodo ba ni gya hwan ene yare obia wo yare obekwa yi a ne ye ka kyo se wo na aduro so aduane bi si ha tete na nanom edi mu ada so na bibia anye wo mo ene obehu esimenya ulcer mididi a na mekoko hyehye me na machi asimachi wo benya cancer na wo det na ho yare bia kye wo ho ana cancer de no ho agim etu obia mra so so full alignment enuane ya to apete o mamunti takora de bi wo ho e de bi ko enkran ya de bi ko ho ya to apete so obia beje me yadi pebidi di na no power what office out air condition mu emwa afi obiti office obiti matena bank obekwa pension besi wanya stroke and the stroke na do so nkwala nyina nya bi last week minya obi pa na sebe wanya stroke mi reho ya kwala o enkase wunyine o bisi dua nyina ne problem eti braso yo ne emwa future life and prima ya rent na woni padua ne mu ya to ebi o mampon ebi o bo ase konongo afigya ase ya to apetintu do ofre a so o issue kese de abraso yo fi se yetibi your exercise e kire okwan abefa so abanum nsuo wo bedidi ekwan abefa so exercise bebre wa what's our problem no eti braso yo na emo a main office so full line alignment your numbers is 0246
01
another 01 50
0246
01 another 01 50
yes then can idea ye wo Ghana Telecom University opposite Abeka Junction. Ghana Telecom University opposite Abeka Junction. Cars Estate fie hwa Accra hona ye wo ubenya yen na face Sprinters Road, Flower Pot, Palace Mall, Palace Supermarket no ko honum. Yes say be tie no be yi na frɛ yen se ne be ya wo so benya bi no wadie ɛyɛ aduane na wodie 0246
0246 0246
01
01
another 01
another 01
50 future life ɛyɛ aduane ankasa awurade nhyira mo nyinaa
already travel so
bye bye
bye bye to the studios. Okay. Hopeful, a member of the communication team. Vincent and Pom to say.
Namina Dauro, my baby.
Honorable Kojo Bedia Kumbana Hine, former DC Suta MPP, Asante Mantama communication team member. Honorable Nampom to say. Ibio. Ah, a day. Abambone.
Sorry, I know him near Bakusi.
Abandia in Ebon.
And come on, Penit, you could a Cassavage award, yes, I'm farmer. You know, so yeah,
Mamma Josie and Cassaway Bonnet, yes, so all tie LGBTQ. So on penny my name M. The crow, my
castle will be a bonnet.
And he
and castle will be a
bonnet in the bonnet any day.
Mencas why a bonnet and that's why.
Now, what's why a day?
Oh, I am so.
So say
that the number one gentleman of the land, nay, I fell for outdoors a budget award, who could do her same farmer. Yen Gosema.
Professor Smasapo. Now, open to say,
oh, Nyamiadum.
Me do body asipa, me who watch it.
Papa.
The Nyamias said no one. Okay. Yem share and commodie di kind minority at the Krata Akodan. Ejumeko mi ensa, eya ba Ejumeko Office of Special Prosecutor, Shraj and CID say. Contract bi akoso omu susu se ankoye eno ntino omu nyenhwehwemu no mu fameto abontrima Ghana fo nyina hu de wom omu kire se ogura a oye deputy chief of staff Afghanistan dogbe ne hu bon company na ye 11.2 million contract man no se onko renovate the former Bank of Ghana asue ya omu moma declare say unfit for purpose no not fit for purpose no gold board for about one thing say na ko betimi akwa to efie anoma ko han edan but omu fi say betimi aye renovation ma save Ghana sika bebre dia adan eti omu ko ye tender na no na odi abetu dwan prince min kan say restricted tendering eno so akofa nsem bebre aba say what constitutes a restricted tender according to Article 287 of the Constitution, which talks about conflict of interest? No, and some now be bebre, and they yet not see ye busa. Say Sandogbe, I am from Swabeng, any company, no, Sandogbe stands at one point, and the company as an entity which can sue and be sued also stand at one place. Oh, yeah, Deputy Chief of Staff Untra, and now say, if come anymore by his privileged position, obey to my influence contract no ana. Contract sound up and minority say a more do a sonodo. What goes into that renovation? A dear ben near money quotations ben or the buyer and ye canasa. And no other ho. Then they are tossing me no. A dear Bakwa Boba a Food and Beverages Association of Ghana. Any tomato crisis. Then we look at His Excellency's major policy back here from the big push. Abuja di atuja say 70 billion worth of contract and Crawford say omo di akoma so sourcing. Enter sir. Omo ede 54 billion NMA contract. Then 23 inherited project 14.8 no. ongoing projects. And you know, confirm someone mukeka say 76% of big push projects in our so source and also it's only 44. 44. Well, they know about tuja. And pay. Yeah, we are looking at these issues. Minority petitioning OSP. And then the issue of big push. If you must say too big an ambition, it cannot be achieved during his era. I would just say by 2027, majority of the projects would have been completed at Ghana. It will boost to our economy. Mami Nshasi and free Professor Smasapo. Na we are na the two major politicians. So don't know my own politics.
Good. Omanhene wadaruma mesan achia yetiefo ne ahwefo. Na me de say yasan after a long absence. So me hu wache na nyame adom you are still looking very younger and active. Yeah,
I'm looking young and active.
Yeah. Nyame ne de ne de nyame ase. Na in some you know yeah discuss the first one Shraj ne Special Prosecutor's Office ne umaka CID have petition say
that you can do a quick intro on Lincoln University's cancellation.
Oh,
a quick intro.
For me yeah ubuna amem on the side of Lincoln for no.
Yeah.
And I'm what challenge with.
Which we should all condemn.
Yeah.
Not spite the president rather.
Yeah, Obu amem. Nyame anim moye university there moye sub institution mokra moye state institution like that moye sub state institution enti president and so there state to state level diplomacy and a relationship na you cannot use the embassy which is a state to make an arrangement and then one out to say metwem for whatever reason known to you munisa adino na impression abrofuna ne obu omumu bi before ne they feel big especially Americans otie President Trump no kasati me say I hear there's a country called Sudan. Is that a country? Sudan say me of no I said the people look down somehow on us meaning say kala ninti o but let it be said, and let us all stand and condemn it. Yeah, man, penny no. What are you saying? Yeah, man, penny no. One eye arrangement. Men cry and send be a course of yesku moho. Obi a convert and wapase. And a parliament actually say, come and be sworn in. Explicit invitation. Branayen swear in. Okodru no ma. Nkrophobia yes, person who born the mafia. And the yanyan swear in. And yes, was and fufuru bikraba, and yes, say those are issues are a reserved for vetting committee in your manema. Munye satisfied that.
Why
don't
would you
invite the person
to be sworn in?
Yes. Munye satisfied that. Money pane monetize. Emma, by the time the cancellation came, now he was already in America. And then no, sincerely, Mommy and Fabi Anton Chani and condemning the investor. It's the best we can. It's the only thing we can do now. Menyesho said they will change their stance anytime soon. But whatever the reason,
can't we demand an unqualified apology?
They should apologize. As for apology, they should apologize.
Because it's a spite to our country.
As for apology, dear, the University of Lincoln should apologize. They should.
Because what I read was like the issues that has to do with LGBTQ. What has that got to do with you as an institution?
Invitation, I'm the man, no. More than invitation, I'm on his position of on issues. So,
or as John Mahama, but as a president of Ghana,
the contribution to global peace, national peace, development, sustainability, those were the issues based on.
So why the you
invite if he has a personal opinion on something, why inviting based on his views on matters arising? And can we be on his views? They are inviting on his views. They can be say, for this view's sake, we do not think we should progress to the next level. But more much any profile than the wire dear boy be mine Ghana and then I'm so fat meje. Now Odu no more must say the people of his country hold a view against LGBT no. Yeah, fam. na sebe mo nso mo ho na mo hold mu view in favor of LGBT no. We should also treat your Americans in Ghana anyway, Anna. Should we disrespect Americans in Ghana because Americans also hold a certain view on views crowd and
opinions are different.
And as a university crowd, they should be view neutral.
Yeah.
As a university, they should welcome views that are in favor and against a certain concept. They should welcome. It's a university. Why now university what there obi or hobia must accept LGBT Anna. We lecturer or na say be a contrary view against LGBT. What kind of university? Sincerely speaking, condemnable.
All right, so let's go to the issue.
Now, issue no cost charge, no call OSP nominee idea. Cost charge, for example, there's a potential conflict of interest case as a omushe. And the charge will be concentrating on conflict of interest. Say be our penista and dogbe, or your deputy chief of staff. Say be ministers ni nyina dan. Chief of staff just say ministers ni nyina minister. And now your deputy chief of staff. Enti bibia AC or ministry bia na ni agency bi ni bibia no sebe odu anu tuma o ye deputy o ye friends school crank boys deputy assistant
school prefect
assistant deputy registrar enti sebe onkrata asem ni ade nyina e fa chief of staff obia no e to de bi kra most of the deputies ni neboa chief of staff ni ade enti sebe OSP no o registrar asem ni ye kan na say bibi ni now register say mate say na mo bi application kwa mo de fa ananim
never be what it to go to the chief of staff
Omanhene was selective one who say sadu we mafa and na was selective mafa for no na wa frɛ wa na say ode yama say me so me company be a friend say sadu we mafa fama me e bi e dɔso no mayi mu mienu wo ne hwan say samijemfi ana say ministry na kasa on fama no. So, a Koshraj, they will be looking at whether Bibisa AC and say there's a potential conflict of interest, or you're privileged to the information, and he chose it, and will be anti-min can ask him deputy chief of staff in Tina, you're the man, no, say, about the same team, say, Shraj be fresh side.
Okay.
Now, fear about OSP. OSP, nature say, I'm on your four, Edium who could judge in same be more. Whether it creates a potential criminality or a potential act of corruption and corruption related nema. Enti OSP ni crowd the obeshe e be a renovation no say that contract no bloated and I say anye bloated and bibi. Then the CID will look at the criminality bit. Enti OSP ni there because Sandogbe is politically exposed person. Umbe say whether there is a conflict of friends and corruption related nema be a bear muana na CID in swashe the bloated issues and whether people can be charged for some criminality or those things. Yes, asemba na media de bi amina mkama asemba na wa amfa anko duabo wa amfa anko baby ayemfa anko anko twitu anko buobi na the famra kwan so for me you are a good citizen. Minority for no the choice they have made the choice of peace, the choice of rule of law, the choice of justice. Then no mudiafa.
That's right.
And no ye. Ye be hwe se nia mrene ko nanim no shraj for the omunso mo hwehwe mu be hu beba. Na OSP so de ne de beba na CID for so diom de beba. Baby ameme se Ghana ni ase bi o baby amani afiedu ne kwa fa so ye amanyosem minya mu gidie ne se etie betimi akoba se shraj betimi ahwe Sandogbe anima na say nsempanyfo mu ade asem na to bebe say da na OSP ya asebio yemi enhwe OSP to da bia over speedy or yema hwan ani ajus or the other hwan press conference akese ye nko ba bia the OSP over the period has not given a good account of himself.
Okay.
So my question again is Intiaso OSP Kroya betimia be something proper at the regime papa bi ababetuana. As for police CID, DS is the criminality bit. It will take some time to establish a crime, especially say conflict of interest na intimia nyina na corruption and corruption related never OSP also intimia nyina. A very difficult for police CID to establish anything criminality.
Okay.
And their work largely into mostly in some question nyina no it links with the OSP, the Yokos, Afonans, and CID for they are doing virtually the same thing, but one depends on the other. Bisa. Enti, your best stress, omunye due diligence, whatever report will come, no, say credible, I have my doubt as a citizen, Nisa near man say, Obiwa Bemo, Yentimin Kanasama, just a Nipani Fra Bemo, and a kuku, their question. Police Kruya, stand up with Fra Bems, is Yakas on Kojobeka question in the yard naba. But police Kruya stand up with Bemo, senior, they won't try you. Sabi inquired on
try is even an understatement. They won't venture.
They won't.
Oh yeah.
They won't.
Because the previous government,
yes,
Nandi Pranumbi were
Ane
fingered.
Yes.
Will
be a meho until
and so
power change hands.
Free power.
Yes.
Many of them
so
it shows the kind of institution that we are building.
A bompa sanke bedu baby and kay betimenya police any institutions are sebi omunye nipa ni mu hwehwe animu no betimi amomu uniform ni to me on mine dey amom na ye adwuma irrespective of say nipa no abema no ni abema, but until we get there ne I will tread cautiously. You better say ni amu hwehwe bi akodu.
Now, Mebo, conflict of interest. Shouldn't we also as a nation look at it from another perspective, say? Enti say me wa abemu na me wo company na company no what prove say otimi ye dia ne niema ne bibia di anti me wa abemu anti mami ni di mama busuafo ni di mama wo fase ni di, because at the end of the day minim banahene pa minim sa banahene adwuma so ani banahene aye adwuma for many years, proving his credibility and track his prowess say adwuma we oyade afei me be ye minister banahene ba yase madam for ne banahene ti memfama no na yakoye tender banahene quotations nyina ye correct.
Yes, the man.
Yes, banahene ye madam for pa obi anim say me ne na ekpo na kra 90 no, but the manwa am I being fair to banahene as a citizen?
You see you do baby na say oman no ye nim die amanyose mu nim die kwa animu a sade we enye problem, but baby ye free ba since 92 day by there Omanhene ya criminalize it. Sometimes genuine contracts ya criminalize it. Sebe say obi nim obi ano bibi ni obi nti track record to say cry yes or their money nua.
Okay.
Track record need to say cry wa ye adwuma bi pen cry dey den cry yes or their man adamfo yes or their money way, and NDC ene omo asema ba ye kan they benefited from criminalizing, in quote, genuine contracts by calling it
family and friends.
By calling it conflict of interest, by calling it then. Conflict of interest, and a court and a pronounced conflict of interest. But answer crana assembly court na man your phone didi ho. They did who any family and friends government no I say now we say their man down for their money new their money say in their mind ne so will be a conflict of interest ne in the political sense ne based on the credibility or track record of the company involved. Our company adwumako ni de bia no ni madwuma ne pa but the conflict of interest bia wo ye man mu a amanyosem interpretation of conflict of interest.
Okay.
NDC for ye bi omanya ho mfaso pa ma bi ebinum de abufu afaso ato aba tia MPP ato aba sesan aban enjenei se ba na se san aka conflict of interest e bia na the political line so anenam ba obeko makuma na bia na adwumako no won track record se ba na hwehwe mu a otimi ye e ba na yenkosiesie ba bi otimi ye enso sebe okoye pe ye beka se boy na e de ye ko the so source ne den no a road ministry for so dia ban say no so the bata ayihu e ba pato na abeka commento so asa ha sa road contract ya banda menu agboja ni adi again Omanhene principle ne wo hen me de na make no me hu say NDC for na say menu agboja na nkasa defendia na me bi some say where is principle, the concept of principle na fa hen sisi o no say enye 70 something percent.
76%
44%. What does it mean, Omanhene?
Yeah, maybe. But yeah, man, or
yeah, man, do.
But the omode man, is it legitimate?
You see,
that is the question. Dream be wom. And answer day.
So sourcing the crowd.
Can we do so sourcing? Is it allowed?
So sourcing the crowd, the ensure dream or no dream. So sourcing no, it doesn't look at corruption related or a criminality. So sourcing ewo pillars be a jina so pillars and then they say asem si na ye putupru. Na ewo tendency of affecting human lives bend the rules.
In prim no. And go for tender processes no ebe draw so. Ye hia de no prim.
Eho no ano se bebia ugina ne kra na obenya contractor bi oho no mo kra frɛ no. No meye. No fa ho nkrata amra na yenye so sourcing. The so sourcing ne de enka processes are ye ayi ne ho. Ebem when there is an emergency situation. Anytime obi be so sourcing komo bia no, the key element the element of urgency, the element of emergency, the element of eno de enti mesre mo amoma ma contract no. Yes, you can do so sourcing, but look for emergency. It's something urgency. Yenam ne se bagredami abetwia fa wa ho baby ma bridge bia twia fa bridge ne so. Minister tuka gidigidi na okwa akosha se ehọ na otekam kotimi frɛ obi a onim se we obetimi aye bridge
within 2 weeks
within 2 weeks shia me ho ne nyina enko ne enko hwɛ obetimi aye pacho we de wa ni tuawo yehia ne be 1 week time enya fi na ye ba be ho, and tendering has a process it must go through. So publish your paper mu so yes until that time ne de you can do ade 107 contracts. Sisi minister say emubi no ye ne so sourcing. Wonom so mu kwaji data no a mu report fourth estate for ne say enye mubi ni nyina. Yeah. Enye mubi. When you use the English restricted tendering, onka he so sourcing na oka. Onka he. When you say selective tendering, and ye mankrofo bi dum dia ba, by obi ani ho enye obi a na wo ho kwan so de ba. Eno no oka go zen. There's a mere metimi atana se afra mi nuaba na hene, afra Omanhene, momfa mienu bi mra ba de be ma we. Ba o de fa de be ka ho keke na nye application ni bi ni ehun se ye betimi the 2 documents akochere, but enu ne friend restricted and as a selective tendering. Wa ma obi ante. But you betimi akere 2 documents say nipa mienu bi na de bai. Nipa mienu no se wa na akofro mu mienu se de na obi ante. It is still now on kan foforo bia. And that is where I question principle. Say be enre ya. Na MPP are buying so bi. Maybe a whole chain of political issue or man. In fact, Obi Kra defining a penny for the BM say open Ukuja black no only Captain Smart ne teho Saturday no. Or no definition or the man so sourcing ne say. So sourcing ye a kwanya say ope or my abone kronoa. A kwaya ye fast or any friend so sourcing. My Captain Smart Quack, I say, one chile na so source in there, yes, and as a chair, must Debbie. Sa MPP for idea. Omukwanya umpeso muria by faso. So sourcing. And then what has changed? Then, if you are Mina Goja can say, maybe there is so sourcing, idea, and yakwanya may faso dear ria buying. Oh no, I'm a bejuedi. So sourcing a wa certain foundation that was a nuna so be peso ria or mine. A kwanya of faso de ma contract. No. O pese ne ye GD say. Wo di ene die o mfa so mfa nwia oman eno sa na principle ayira eno sa na sebe wo fa yen sebe ye huru enim kosuru bi ana ya adwene wo form bi ana bibisa.
What was the agency in the road contract?
Absolutely. In the fourth estate for no challenge and they say none of the 107 there's another 400 contracts enu nyamba and say 107 emu Fancy let's offer 26 now a year restricted tendering ne kura the 20 kura. A move well over 80 something a year. A year friend is saying so sourcing direct and kura the year restricted. Then their expectation is near 400 contracts now akano. And no day be wom. But even without the 400 contract, say you're discussing 107 contracts in Kwempa Omanhene. Any explanation be a fresh baba be catcher and say, Anne. Ye the end MPP 4 the no. Na MPP 4 the end no mufa so the bokro no. The name is so synchrona o. Na mema be so syncbia eno de ye mfa so mfa mokro no. na nkasa bi uni hwi disia aden na umu bi nhunu mu se bibi se yi koso wana de ade si a sebe oni hwi disia na omu bi nhunu mu nti me the principle me na me nyina ya na me bisam se nti amanyo ni bi timi abesori abi defend gidigidi na wo defend as ya me de enye oha eye bi a aduanan num no ekosi say obi ba owia aduoson me de mawia aduanan pe na no ka kire hwan
you nyina mo ya kronfo
na even the value of the ade because NPP's numbers were around 260 something and na emu 70% or so near sourcing, but the full total sum of the whole thing was about 74 billion. And they 107 inquire about I think 74 or 84 or so
70 billion.
70 billion. Now why imagine say there is some list of 260 something contracts totaling 70 something billion. Now 107 so you're 70 billion now. What will be the value of the Fancy Agbejade Ekra for 45% no. So what will be the value of those contracts? To me the asem na aba me stress ebedu baby na say NDC for slow down. No mu je to mu say ane so no yensu ye yusu bi. MPP for the ne yusu ne feel say ebro so dodo. So ye be akoba ne say yensu ye yusu bi nti no ye twe sign ye ka e kire obi ye twe sign na ne nso mo mfa nche ye say ye ka say bibi nye na yensu ye bi enya no kwa ho enema bebre ho no mu a NDC aka sebe ya ko say umatintesu asan de umanu etache mafa you should be bold at a point. President Kufo na set is example no oba ye no nema bi amekeka e de wi ni power no mumfa nchemi na me ba ye mehu say entesa but NDC currently is making it look like they have a reason for doing everything they didn't promise. Ebana sape na manipa na yedin hwe wo. One time a state of emergency on Galamsey. And then we have had a very polished reason to go against it. Polished reason. Media minimum penny say unsteady system no who could hear so on deploy state of emergency. But when I hear the Sam Georges, the Kujeta Blackwest, those people who demonstrated say so man penny be wo abako crosses or ban no issue state of emergency or be resign. Then today Sam George, then today you ask Sam George say what is his position on Ade? I say why am I the president? You can't even have the soberness or to say something useful to the people.
Okay.
And Nema Bebre, their position on the jet, their position on a lot of things. Bebre ni na asesa. Ubisa 24-hour economy. It was supposed to be clearly 133. Yeah. Now they will tell you the formula is either 122 or 1101.
Agribusiness. At their front place, the president made it say, the purpose is also to bring in businesses.
Yes.
The private sector led 24-hour economy.
What is wrong? You see, 24-hour economy, a bar for Panam ni Solomon and a set back also. A kind statement in the 200 and say this thing is positive, doable, but amanyofo no umube say no. Na mahadwene say they should select and list areas where there is demand. Nanko mun listing in say aha. Me say makwenya experience what my port penya me da ho 2 days because they do baby so mapon. Meanwhile, my port a very very busy area. Yes, a man for to be taking up the next shift.
But I'm told my port now is 24 hours.
Need a passport office. Then I was thinking said they will list some things.
I think DVLA Accra too. I think they
will list some places. Be saying a year can year 100 year a year possible because demand is very high. They provided the so-called security in this animal, but the politicians came to tell us that Omanhene, a year baby, a teacher for beko 3 shift. We for beko 3 shift.
Yes, they told me no.
And no. It's a new definition of 24-hour economy. Naba. Let us disown and apologize the previous one now. Man for Gina so the 2 abano. Neye who says it's here no etchem ya pepa ya no anofum brejo ye koyenim. But when they don't do these things and they make it look like, for example, sourcing and NC MPP diemu eye bone ne so sourcing die ye papa papa to the extent say MPP for we are 60%, we are 40%. What are you telling us?
That's
Now
mediocrity.
1 year cry na 40%. You feel say 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, because the data we are talking about is only 2025 data.
Okay. Maminko Banahino. Banahino Mamintio. Nowadays. And no, I don't know. Minko how. Find a number.
Of a point so I
Go to TV DM.
One just 1 year. Miniaza memo be to 2 be adim. Mamintio.
Yes, wow. You are a very good yes, I Bidiako. Into Mejano. Mimiaka Kerbia. Omanhene.
Yes, my brother.
Omanhene JDM. Na mamu atoso mviensia. Eno wumi. We dey kan call back na Ghana for so ko home. And yes, I'm man akonya mfie nwotwe. Chi. Se bra beto aso. Ti o kan no an dia. Ni mfie nsia mu. Eno wumi. Se adwuma bia kinim say at least mfie na edi kan dia. Usua bibi. Nti odwan ko aboa wa mo nya sua hunu obra akotra nkyɛn ame ye miawo na wasan aban de kade a wo ye ne de nka yenya ho asɛm bi anka nti Lincoln fo ade a ɔmaye anhwe no mewo ade a ze Ghana ni bia odi ho ya asantefo sabi akamfo se ka onentia na kauto Mikase Mampeni John Dramani Mahama record was set. It may take us the next 100 years. Yesu Maya will be intimate to be that or manjasemu.
The CA.
The life as a human being.
Okay.
Assemblyman, MP, Minister, Deputy Minister, Minister, Vice President, President, and okay, do be dear to us. Akwatena nkyɛn asan ba bi the president yentimi nya bi dia ka wo ba yo pa de man ani mi bisa me ho ne sɛ award kuro ye ku at the time o gina simpi so what the day Yakopon se bon disaleta ni o ye campaign anu wajibida so chinchima manfo nsa na wode yedan ntu hankwaje kura na yedan o hwe ni patete something million so to school bi ese ba bia enuru nsuta ma wodo anya na yedan
School by Lincoln.
ai me ken nsuta asekuro me kan nsuta asekuro
Lincoln Diaso. Of course,
but it's a whole city.
It's a whole city. Wajini di.
Nsuta city.
That be make a crew. It is a one kwaji na yede. One kwaji na yede. Unkwaji adi biya ehubia. Unya di ehubia. Diwa seso huye no mo fero. Kasa ye mo fa mama be di echire. So. Enti me message na Prof Smart kan. I was at school no omude anidie bi ma yen as a country. Na mfama era no a oye number 1 gentleman for our land no. Na a chopper bi betimi a bem. Na yen no bi before no obi ye say ya o broni ndi yen ka hwe nye jai nye hwe nye manako. Nti obi oye meaningful Ghanaian bia because a teacher for Ghana ha no various universities no I can tell you say so omo no mushia they may even perform better than lecturers from ho nti omo mmore yenso enso ne kurum se mampani na no na wotu obi die hwan wankwankwagia na nkaede na mesa assemblies for no so nyine me nyina na yesoso etoda sebi na mo de enimu ba fom so mo ye na mo hwie mu yie na mo nu se ase wen kensi Ti Ghana fo nyina na ya na ma na ehunu se musa ban we buy o ha na US for say mo visa ye ni say oh and na ma na ehunu kakra so wan hwe bedru ba we Ghana ni a upia bonte a eno ye mu bi no ene a na ye adwene ho so obo kwan na o ma mpani ye keka nsem hunu fa no ho a affect you in a way if people don't respect your president no mo ye ni ma hunu bia we Ghana ni atimemu ni kaka na kopio ni nyame amoa obi abetimi afa o ne opeso ye bia nti I was say as a man no nyina condemn me ade ankrofo yi eyeye na me sa sere mampani ni di akiri nyina se ade a kye no wedi ma ya pe no yede mo bi a ma ye nto ho na yesa asamba ohunu no oboa wo maka ne sa no ameza nka se ya ni ama san dogbe ne ho akire no che se ne mo ndisi fo ke kae no ayanoa o
Omo ke kande
so na friends ho need inti ne oyehwehwema de otisi odi bomu musa sao am from Bible David be a friend say ohene no the military commanders no man no twa no nyina na busia fofa Yesu kura we nhwe so ma Kristofo the cousin direct cousins na nine in fact ne ye ni twutwu pa no John na Yesu direct cousin openasem nti oda boss ni an so wo no ko John ode ni ma me ye den
eja
nti obi bre na party no mba power project wo ho no betimi aya ye mfa ma no ana nenso so ne nanu yinu no ye yinti no yes but say ka mo nye sa if say ona aye deputy chief of staff a university we deputy registrar hu nti ade ne ba woni ma dibie no awokosre a yebetimi adan apo na me kwa na me sa atwene party for say we chief of staff etua oka fuso yesi wo ho contractors yon bo am wo ho e kom di nkrofo ofo monko anye greediness ya monko ya pani nyina ma monko nam dem de nyame asendisi wo mo bafie ne omu ye nyina je so mo bafie
kwa mo na bafie
andisi fo bafie 2028 the Ghana fo be kiro mo se omu o ha ne yesin nkrofo bi drodro da ho ne yesi na so santini ba nam ya padwuma man wa yina di ne sika na bedi ho na weekend wo ba na man bi hye ne botom no odi a wo so ka ho ankrofo kana NDC yes stronger something wo be asi bridge wo ba wonya hwe ne ho ha se oto so wo dem konkoni as wo drodro pipa ayito ho wo mo ma mbo afu mo
bridge na omusi ye
obiasi o
Asante First
ni oma ko
innovative
me ni oma ko drone di ato ho yesi bridge no way oba we si bia man me se nka regional minister kro opadwuma amampani ne 6 year mu ni ono a sha ase e wotimi awie no fa ndin ko bo ho ebi ni ho in Asante region he never started anything and completed it.
What did you start and complete?
Abebere ena na minister ko kana no butwa keto abi a omodi mi ane ni amodi aboso yi a omodu obi picture to ho enye ne yeye
Ayemo
ti makabako
wasu makabako
oti ase enti the issue on say sendi
bana dia nkola ye ye mo mabaso
kama me dem mu anoma ya na santima me wa hemfo nkoda ni momu din na se to be ohene mbomu
asa na ase tu ya ne de
na zuma bomu ohene nkwaso ni ofa ho ni na ho ni nyina mamu an ti wedi amakodi akoto boys
o mampani John mama
obeyi mamu an adi 30,000 people a stroke of a pen ye wo mu nyina adi
nti ye drone phone na nye
me say asantima mu dia no aye na wo sa ase wo wie adi ni picture bebo bridge ya
wo sika jetia
o de si ye
na no
no tia 40% pe ye na ebedue ni aka nyina to wie e ma ni nim ya no amako hini ko tena TikTok wa no bobo market o mo anye hospitals o mo ansi no bobo TikTok
na Tafu hospital so mo si ewie Tafu
hospital
Tafo a market.
I know what heaven. No one we.
Na nyom na
Go and
wi.
check the records.
Atonsu market.
Me say tie. Aya frɛ says be na so hwɛ na hu no. Mon frɛ no mon fa document free KM mra na mon hu what they did.
Swasi market.
Ni nyina MPP for. They started but they never completed it.
The MPP number we.
Can be any expand if you atonsu de kwa de any expand no. Go and check.
Kejetia.
Oh, Kejetia 44% but phase 1 44% dom TI. Send here the 90 something percent ya. Ya two abawi ansa na release funds omo e say kromu say no mo ye. What you say? Na make sisu no say. Aya u opposition a susu ye dede. They say mrantie sam miensa no mo mu no a da so didi o mampani aban mu. Na begu ni mu ase. Sam George, Sam Okujeto, na Sam Jamfi. Omumiensa.
Sam Jamfi obede.
And they say Sam Dagwe na Sam Yabay. Yes, Sam Jamfi. Obi amoni di. Why na dey ade ma contract na ma ye?
Sam.
Yes, Sam na de ma ye. Dagwe ni amanfo nya fanti na ye bunu akunu. Obakom kura bi a minim bi na ne card wom. Mi si bi a. Ebi na Sam card kakra wom. Mi si bi a. O ti ase. Nso obi a money din. Ine Sam Dogbo na affect aban no ho. Ene kura ye nyina ne se. Ye de ade ne mawo a. Ubetimi amamanfo hu so ade wo ye de ma conflict of interest asem na ye kan. Bibie no conflict of interest ntimi expose. Se fa normal tender na ye a. Ubetimi aka se. Sa ade we say. Me ni pa bi wo mu ntimi kura me chairman no. Me nkotena so.
Okay, you accuse yourself.
It is a committee no na mo be fa na mo de amano a. Mo de manu wi a. I don't know what hohoro nside. E me na bi e nchiri. Ha me say. En hadwene sa ban aba. Na ban mu fo. Ye mo contract am ma ye. If you say ye a, I was so tia. Why didn't I so kobie? Kobie so tia. Na boy si ba Sam Jamfi ba kroma na boy si di na che omu didie no. Who we said intra? Ni butu na ketu ya ketu a. Enu no de ma boys no. What you say? Baby hey stadium hey baby boys you could influence. Hey stadium. Stadium hotel honum. Bulldog ho ni ayi club here do Friday ni Saturday ni there. Ane ayi baby ho ni ho do ma year +2 honum nearly and boys sami ba omo anyumre sami ba no ma yakwana ba no ma tiesim 24 boys here ni die kire because your opposition mko pebia di okofa no wan ntine ni kwa so omo ye dede bebre afene fa na no fie na de ya maso e keka ho asem afene fa pe ene sika twitwiri die na bedi mu mbedi mfie mienu de bedru he party for no ne contractors no de ma ho eni kuro mu ni se e ka so source na de man independence na profo kan emergency si bridge na bu eni pa bi aka soja anu kwa unhia road minister DC no ho no a so tumika kokko hia de kwa be de for original minister ne bia contractor bi ben ho na djuma na wo ye ne enka ho kikiri no ma ba ye bills ne ade because ya fe ne ade be ko na otwemi ansa busumi na otwensia 6 weeks ansa na be publish ne atwenso bi be obi anfa document mra ne be hwehwe monte bia woni mo bia wa ye bida a ne nsa no fe our resources na obetimi aye na wo de man ntem a eno anu no na wo ye kwan am de 18 months 2 years 3 years and a year as my selecting for being kwan am de ma e ba ina man for book of job tin de we ma ko de no ni e du ba bi ga na bro so o machines no ko so covid du ba bi ni ntua ka no je go nso Joshua kwan so me hunu bebre o se Joshua koso akofjo ne ba kora ba boy ba ko kofi o management complete nso mo kan ko se yo contractors nkitinkiti e san se o mo nya ade bi enti o mo din yadan ampi abonten eno ko aso den hadwen e kwan de yɛmfa nkɔ tenda no na Ghanafoɔ nyinaa nkɔ pere bi am de ɔmo nyinaa de nyame ase sɛ ne yɛyɛ no ɔmo yɛ aboro ne yɛyɛ no so ɔmo de no boro ne yɛyɛ no so nanso sɛ na ano ne bia na first time no first 4 years mampani ɔne team no ɔmo se da bi yɛntimi yɛ ne die twitwam ne so ayɛ na ntimi yɛ ne die ntini nkofo sɛ ɔmo betimi adidi ho ne moma yɛmfa kwan bi so ni ntro mu ɔmo so na ɛntɔ Ghanafoɔ trim na Ghanafoɔ de ma yɛ bedidi mmɔ sɛ me ne wo kasai mampani ba yɛ so atɔ jet baako na no to private jet
me.
a private jet na woni awade anya wo dia
Asembe krenya.
asa to private jet
President John Mama oni
ne nua ni Ibrahim
na ni nua ne Ibrahim.
Owia awade o Ghana ha wo dia ade a wontimi nkɔ ho ayɛ ne yere enso kro wu a ne sɛ oba ne pa mo ware ne ma ne ka fi ho na private jet ne nyon na timu enjoy you mo enjoy owiem na be kwa akɔfa Ghana for de me be twitwa picture de me ni nua timu a ade de opi mo pa no smart tu what did ni a what ya bom enso ne ase yeto bi ma kufu ado atenam okuja tosi de bi dam obi yo be je de sa ende wakana no to ndi Ghana for enhwe no monte ase mo hwe no monte ase enima ndisi for ka so mbe nyina so yi nkukɔ nketenkete ano kwa na anya nkukɔ nketwa efiri sɛ obi fa ka bedu ba bi a yɛ kyɛ no ne ama ne nan na boka na ne buafu you were ready for food and job and before na say and ours was different we no a bibie ni wa mampani ka so be ya what me din saka ne 24-hour economy was a major campaign too akuwa de ka say free senior high kikirikiki wa transfer odi ya adwuma wasikokufoɔ me ba metu boho na me de politan ka ba besim e de amamo ye na no e ba betu aketua nim de akɔ 7,000 na akufoɔ de sim o bi ye atija fo nkɔ da mo wai mo ba allowance no na no otwa mu so de metua ye mo lance sɛ mo de ye lance sɛ exams metwam o bi ye okekeke gansem ni nyina oba ni nyina ya mutu say
Ariga say they never said they will cancel licenses.
Na record wenti. Record ni wo. And social media and teach the man pro. Man penny no an kan me kwa mo bi omfon so. Nti omo say intro inse some be patch out say smart kan. Me patch so na no asem na kan tumi na ne penti ne de da mo.
But you know can we nyina all polls are showing approval rating of Omanhene John Mama.
They
Polls.
They put
research that's come info analytics. What about Ghanaians?
Me say Ghana ha etimi ye pu ne ba na dane ni esu kikam. Amanga say be ko run off. About Amanga say run off.
Joe will be an can run off. And yeah, but Musa dan
Musa Wani and I say one gazette no.
That's what I'm never.
One gazette this no.
Was some party a very unpopular with the youth and the swing regions very unpopular and national appeal is going down.
Minim komo mni din kukom ti no kasa ansem ti wo asem ye okan ye ne sen koko fu ase 30% of the farmers no ye graduate I'm say akoy of any person no kan bo mu no hu ye nyina ye research ni bi da me academic ni bi de tel konkwani ase nin sem na wo kekede da amanfo ni nyina no ebedu su ye to aba no they will see it dollar of form so petrol ebo na hyase na no mo anom ka say Ukraine for ni ho ntokwa has nothing to do with petrol. A by the sea also, or my dear home, one penny peso tribishim, Ghana for whom. To one monkey cricky, as he
call you
a light boy, and a general 2 man, you may forget you. Who want to cram at 25%? You may for both. Even COVID time, I'm going to have you to Omoka. Until no more can visit Ghana for air. And some more kind in a diatro. Trunk one on the Bajiadian. The Bible says that you will know the truth and the truth shall set you free.
Okay.
The Ghana for whom you create and if I would give back, I mean, 2 or more for say, what can I be any politicians? And yet careful when we are talking, and yet out of place. So be a juma. na adwuma no ɔyɛ no ɔ company bi nti yɛma no bi.
Thank you very much. Vincent, Mami James.
Many are penny smart car and a wabble home modern. Yes, Rena Minshama. So be free Adumu Aquadum.
Amen.
Ghana no, Inina, Ekuya, a boy, Enina, and also the Yamidia Chawon. Fako in him. Now, Medenchia, Akoma, Ficasium, Otum 482, and I baby our own castle. I'm the biso, I'm a microom Nana 2 crime, microom in a fair man. And also Mechiana. Now, my call me literally, Ampaba me a movie. Yame Aduma, ye invite to. Ya ba for de kese a ye de be ye kroni na na ba ye obonyuma bebre ntina na osei kuma ade baby a otoso mienu e wa mowi hene na na ye da wase ne adwuma pa a wo hwehwe e wo ho na machi am regional chairman na regional organizer ene entire regional executive nyina na yakase nyankopon de oye biaye and ade ba ko a e wo se ye ba no yetimi eye ni se generation ayeba me de bia masua de kakra afri ewura candidate Japan issue a onya ye emra na woko presidency no and say when you get opportunity don't lie and I say do baby and nsem bi wo wa menk can anyhow because later no it will rather come and expose you menu ya panyin betena ha ntina na wo ka say opese mimidi nkan kasa ansa because the reason why I know opese midi nkan kasa nyina ne say na atro no ya adoso bebre enu I just want to refer him to some of the few things I can ya me gidi say it is clearly stated that minu mienu nyina ye be hunu about the market that he said okay I see project contest. Atonsu is one of the 3 satellite markets alongside with Aswanse and Tafo development to modernize trade in Kumasi. It was established or the contract was given in November 2025 and completed July 2026. This was the idea and this a project.
Also why natural.
Who constructed
why
this?
natural namu de want this body. Debbie Obikas we didn't try.
Hold it. Hold it.
And throw the obi the
with me. Wakasem. Let's interrogate it.
Ntim so busanu man because me didn't try.
Oka asem ni nyina wie ye. Na me call Google. Na me bo share ho. Who established or who constructed Atonsu and Tafo market, and it came out clearly. And that was. Let me show it to you
because
I say I just want you to read.
Why it's also near here. I man can about me a liar.
The rehabilitation of the new Tafo market in Kumasi was planned in phases with significant development efforts ongoing as of 2016, including the construction of 568 lockable stores and a car park. Earlier, a separate 80-unit store at New Tafo was commissioned in July 2015.
50? And you know, that time or no?
It was commissioned in July 2015.
Commissioned.
Tafo New Market.
Commissioned.
And commissioned.
Completion.
Now, where do you establish... Debbie, where do you establish the commission and the completion? You are telling me, sir, it could be commissioned, but it was not completed. Yes. Who commissioned it? But because if you say, sir, it was completed by your party, when was it commissioned? Also 2016, July 2015, and no commission here. Ghana, you can't commission, and I just say, it is you are giving us another angle, sir. Though they came to commission it, but Omanhene Yaw, why did they do that? Because 2015 was not election year. Election year and almost 2015.
Omanhene Yaw can't be English master.
Or say, earlier a separate 80-unit store project at New Tafo was commissioned in July 2015. That is what they are saying. The rehabilitation of the new Tafo market in Kumasi was planned in phases with significant redevelopment efforts.
was planned in phases.
Yes. Significant redevelopment efforts ongoing as of 2016. Meaning say 80 unit store project no commission here, but the whole market no as of 2016 no munye. I agree with you. But what is the matter? The other mama came there. No, there was an 82 units. Commission 82 units, But the whole Dutafo market, it was ongoing. As of 2016.
2018, I said, I told you, dear.
That's all, man.
Don't interject. Even to get the idea to even establish the market, you don't even have the idea. So what I say, a normal monumental project say was Santiman Temua, and ne utna wa feed sutimi boba ako pese asafo interchanger e hawi. Apart from that project I'm commission ye and I'm ultimi ewie ye. Mini ade why journalism a check. It is some of the things we are ultimi betna ha. Oh, let me talk.
So Bacho. He could have come in when you were speaking, Mr.
So for la interchange.
Manin kanasem. Na
so for la interchange.
When Omanhene kasano flow you can have some time. But when interjecting now you
so then you are cokrana. Please allow so for la interchange. So kasa credit here. You credit both party because MPP shall say mind this be no style ebe twaso. And Benya. Enunti no dia koso nyira kire se muni bibia na muni single project mu beti bia
power pia bonti bia betrasi
ana utimi na sa emra yes static KJT market KJT market mo man maso na mo man maso kire. It take the bold decision of Yewura Kodjobonsu mu ko se market women no achi ene Yewura Kodjobonsu na minindie ne otumfo mu ba mu epa adwadifo achew amane ade we abesi wa na o sa betena radio so say bedi tro say kejetia even the eja no ho maamo kakra na yetumi ye ya eja no ho maamo no phase 2 no kra no besi na mo antimi anwe and you expect and na asante man kra de mi ya na metie MPB so mu kasa kra na me ra ho because even obi na yento aba kese ma no wa ye kakra ma wo na nka wo de nka wo manfo ho dwini wo mu na wonim se Kumasi is the heart of MPP no phase 2 no nka wie ma ye enye wanim guase se na obetena fidie we so ebeke kansem we eno ma bebre na mu ja no ho ene ye mu pachew se Yewura John Dramani Mahama embe dem behwe nyama mu kotena nka mu refi mu krom mu kotena nka mu refi mu krom and interchange ne ho nkro no ba some of them mutimi dwene asanteman ho na me de bia me kasa asanteman e wo se ye ye punish you for long se na be ya omunya opportunity ni bia mu a ombehunu se omu yo so omu ye de omu ka omu nchi enti ye besra mu ba bia ya duru no ene oman na ye bu no enye sansem we na obetimi akeka ama obi aye da tie because some of this no entina me some of the comments be were ba I don't go there because ukomu bebre a wo se nipa abufuo because se nipa abufuo enutimo the amount tumi anya no except asanteman ya bufuo se mo sa betena se wona si asonase na wo betima si asonase market wo betima si tafo market e dia na ne wo de take President Kufuor out under Yewura Akufo-Addo e dia na wo de give me one betimi de monsa sisua eye monumental you don't have mo betna ha let me continue on your opportunity so what I say mo betna so man ti anya bia e ti asante ma dia bufuo akotena kira afa mo betna ha na mo beto ayampia I think sir let me come to the main topic na ye ka ho asem concerning Yewura Standagwe issue ni I think say ye nyina no school kakra nyame eni nimdi anyankopon ema ye nya na ye school ye sua ye company say wo company in one way the other say obey state man I can establish my own company say tama na me ye accountant e wo me hospital am me wo hu kwan say metimi establish me company to buy items e dey amomu but then time me be ye director of finance because of conflict of interest in me yi me hu free Because the moment I will be caught into it, you know, a conflict of interest. So there's way of defining the conflict of interest. When you become management member, you have to withdraw. Even if you have the company, when you say media business no nkron ban e wo se wo yi wo ye dey efrim because when you one free mu dia asem bia ba ye betimi dia show because
have you done your checks to confirm say correct no Ghana Limited Sandogbe is no more a director?
Yes, my checks are here and my findings are here. And then your friend say the PRO to the gold board Prince Minka or something has stated it clearly. Actually, say we're eating what free, and even it's not the first time this thing is happening. When you even go to data bank, Emra can Oforiata Obaba finance minister the data bank you know free
as an executive.
What just here? It doesn't say I'm running my own coin say and I'm running my own coin out to me you day free. So what I say?
Answer the Usukune.
So what I say? And I'm running what Ghana no. I was say yeah where defined.
Statement.
Yeah, air question in and say na no asem binti. Sa na tie dia yen crucify na ye ma obi hunya tan na yen ka se nipa no wo ye bambofo se de ye nuate a okay. Meanwhile you know say ade we enipa no wo yi ne ho ayede afri mu. The company and I say company no cry two. The two company has been merged and over the year there ekoje sa contract. And you know when you talk about restricting tendering, it's quite different from sole sourcing. When you look at the Public Procurement Act, no, Section 39, it gives you clarity. But as a metia and some of Mukanya say sole sourcing is different from restricted tendering. Because restricted tendering, it gives opportunity to few, but it's not one. Sole sourcing is one particular person. So what I say, enunti adia akosono bia na nwasem binti ena ye nuanom pese for the past 1 year and some months and this baye adia bia ni wa ye de ye ho ahyem a eye adia e de o ha bebre o man no anase e de corruption issue eti. Once this one has happened, and I say we are seeing there, and what say whether you like it or not, you hit it was Ghana for who say NDC by even granted say so. You people when you were in government, you were quoting in dollars. Mum BBI was in dollars. Inflated of Bank of Ghana, there it was 230 million Ghana million dollars. Mudiko 261. Esrodus also Kevin GVG $175. Boss standard $2.5. You people were quoting in dollars. So what I say? And I will be a background granted class ACD. How do you even justify that? So what I say? And even it's not so. The PRO to the gold board has come out to explain. Because what I am seeing from them say they shift from one pole to another pole. Because when they came, they started say contracting a sole sourcing. Later, any approval almost say it was not so. And almost shift to course say your friend say Western housing I'm almost certificate. So it's another problem. And I saw the document. As I bet you say Western housing has provided documents to them. After ya na after the poor no nyina say a friend say stand up and I am fan ko to na boboan. Abrante no ayam dey. Miniano I am PP4. Abrante no ayam dey. Because of the new mapa any advert or running on the station any branding or the man NDC look attractive what Ghana na Asante Mantem na kane o pe NDC atare kura sha na unya bi nse na untimi nse na wo ye mane ye fe ne ye opposition ye branding kura fe che mu de eti mu hwe saa no ma we a watimi aya ama party no aba power ne de a ene ye wo se ye de ade no koto na aboboan na ye tena wiase na ye koni se di a na che se ye nya ya dwene se ye be ma o man Ghana no ayede akoye nim eti mesre ye nuanom se opportunity amwanya no omunye constructive criticism na omuma Ghana for ehunu baby kura omoye eti for them to send it to strike I believe say is good and that is how we should go because sadie bi wo na won tiase a you should go for clarification but yemu bi wo ye de enim say ade omu ko no the truth will surely come out and I don't want them to say and I'm in person omu sa be kase strike you know at the report to buy you know enye no kre omu ntiase because wonim say strike for the report no ba na onyi ntumu dia don't send it there it now Mudia quality, I say you have confidence in them, you have trust in them, you have bibia mu bia mu ogidie wom. Enti Omanhene ye betena wa fidie so. Minim say ya dan a ruling beba and findings beba. Ama ye hunu die wom. We want to tell our brothers say nyame ya adom na findings no sa bakrim because omo do omo research ni. Na omo betena minim say me nua panyini ana me teacher Professor Sapon Kai. No lesson time. Oh, yeah, push. He said, MPP will win.
No.
What I said, he gave them some percentage, almost 56 or something.
Hey.
50 something.
No,
I think I never say. What I said, anything yeah, the print yeah, NDC. We took it, sir. Now, or my own say, you bet yentimi the area in it. And also, we took it in good faith. Me research that I believe in that. Me when your mama Betimo Didusu oba offense it was research na ma Betimo Didusu GMD because the time push be by and almost me menya 18%. I challenged it because me can say with the work that I am doing, I know I will get this amount of. It your mama Betty by and I'm the analysis ni nyina gu no any normal na my me catch chance offense so no the obey any election you won't get more than 4,000 as against 20,000 difference and the election by around 3,000 the woman clap for me. It's a research there. Me TIB there. You say to me predicted the future and see what is on the way coming. It is a young animal there and then Musa Dankwa Bibia nuwa waya wa fail totally. At least there's always plus and minus ebi wa the eba and in research whether you have it or whether you like it or not there will be an error of margin. Okay. It is a way now, okay, now they will say, because of Anko Yamba and Tuba rubbish, fine. But yet, we want to tell them, say, Nyame ya adom, na strike report, no, eba. Na say, ye Rastandagwe a free mu, said there was no conflict of interest because Modi almost started from so sourcing, and no kodai, most started, say, dear, my enina, and they said, dear bad, dear Modi Konina, and say, ye Rastandagwe a conflict of interest. Nemo media, ye Shraj edi ana 3 institutions no mde akomo mu yajiwomudi special prosecutor yajiwomudi yajibibia omu ye biadi ti se fund ne ba na se ene eyi ye free mu a we don't expect them to come and speak a different language.
Okay.
And the omu be kasa fufuro bia wa ha I don't think some of us will pardon them.
Okay.
Because baby ayebu o man no e wose ye hihye o man no ne de bia ye de ye koyanim. Na
Omanhene
no na me link and I think said ye ekoso no nyina there say there is a way on bese omude ade bia de ebe hye ye ko and saade we ye opposition we said they say we will not agree today or tomorrow until ye mu bi wo ha enya de say President Mahama Abano ye be hye ne say anasa on because of say
there no de hye ne ko
say LGBT no from their own way no they expect President Mahama make a comment on it before it didn't go to their favor it because of say and no anko mu favor no they expect the president to either say because per obi din komo ba a chire na ofiri ba no ya hwe a chire enhwe animu because a chire na omu hye nyina na say sa intimidation we nyina be ma President Mahama abohu na bi are going forward e bi a waya na adwene say na yes na tie dia ene ye beje mra na ye de atum but in Ghana here I'm not sure say saade we ye mu bi o wa ye betima betena radio so say ye beje atum because traditional even all the 3 religious bodies wa ha nyina no everybody is against it enti ye ntimi nka say ya ba power na because of sika bia ye benya free baabi ana bibia ye nsa bekanti ye pese ye de ye gitum enti the Aquasone there, Mijidi said they should render apology to the president for such behavior now. And because so Mr. Adiano, man nipana, we shouldn't have even invited him in the first place. And until idea, ye movie or ye bo any day, any so.
Mame, and none of home runs same for Jadi and Cratch, Tiawa, Emra, Yaba, na, yeah, the birthdays, only one or two things with Nafi. I beg your phone, I'll wrap you up. It's been a wonderful discussion. Stay with us.
Owia si ene sa ope sika atre wadwuma mu anasa woniema begu pot na wonya sika mfa nkoyie na adane wadwendwen eno nti na wo se wonya sika krabia obeboa mu wadwuma na atu mpon Jabinra Bank PLC ene wani daso yen asampa loan ewo homa wona wo pebesia I import won niema ana uton auto part utonton cars eniema hoduo bia ema moton tuma ana entade sa akwanye wo homa obi bia se obeba Jabinra Bank na oni abehwehwe nkomo na yen asampa loan die yenyi collateral yenyi commitment fee die wo hia application letter ye begina so dana ede loan ama wo interest rate na ekituwa bi obapa loan scheme ewo homa emergency fo amaka mo ho abom se ekuo na mo recognized institutions na mo pese modwuma enyine kwosro eno ne qualify mo mamutumbaji loan na mekai wo se interest rate ni ekituwa bi ya wo savings account current account microfinance shares susu dachinti investment group loan fixed deposit any de kika ho Jabinra Bank PLC yen head office for Asante Jabin yen other branches is nibi so ewo Ejoso Roman Hill Adesheman Pankrono Magazine Road Abuaso Fumesa Onye Sipetimpom Bonre Jabin ene yen new officer ye bie no Atonsu Market ebe Kumasi High School Junction Friend 0271 409340 Anna 0544 745856.
Environment approved by the Ghana Food and Drugs Authority. Water.
Ghana card. If tomorrow I decide I want to do a Ghana card, it is my Ghanaian passport I will take to the NIA.
You don't have a Ghana card?
No, I don't. And I've not registered my SIM card.
I've not registered?
No. And that's why I said I was waiting to see how on the 1st of April my card would be deactivated. I wanted to see how that would have happened in this country. Because you see, it makes absolutely no sense for you to see Article 296 of the
Gentlemen, let me have your attention here. Happy birthday to Judah Owusu of Agogo Lightview International School from your mom, Madam Vida Anima, and the entire family at Agogo. Francisca Boa Bonsu, aka Mami Sewa of Kintampo. This is coming from your brother Berry Madro of Father Bronze. Equia Moda Sikapa of Worcester, Massachusetts. Equia Moda Sikapa of Worcester, Massachusetts. From your lovely husband, Ogawan. So, Equia Moda, Worcester, Massachusetts. This is coming from your... What's in that day? I need to wishing a birthday. Now day. I had a picture na yodia. But I need a picture na yodia na.
Fed.
Ọmọ asẹ́mi àmì kẹ́ ẹ sẹ́bà máa kàn.
Dabi o na so question abusa na say picture na yo dia.
Ṣé ní kúrú nẹ̀dí àtúwọ̀ àmà nù.
Ah nipa na oda ho so no oye ni kuru ni dia. De wa ye na ne fe. And was in phone in the wow
personal property, we private property.
Oh, you be on mom say personally. Personally. And you're there.
Where's Abako jelly?
Oga one.
Berano have you.
Oga one say yen country a queer mother sikapa. So man, happy birthday. The upper so can come on.
Amen. Amen.
Happy birthday to Daniel Dia, aka Kofi Yesu. From Abusiapeni of Owia TV. One of our wonderful newscasters. Abusiapeni. Oh yeah, dear say. Okay, news. Papa. There be on you on I wish you happy birthday. Aye. About do me no one near numero no siania no pa. Me news team no jai.
Yeah.
Me news team no. I join ya kon ya boama or pambo. Abusiapeni. Oh, wonderful team. Gifty Mensa. A.K.A. Nana Ajua, a teacher and a fashion designer of Accra, from Mr. Walk of Sompa. Mr. Ade, a friend of Mr. Walk. Also, no why. Aye. Mrs. Gladys Kwachi, this coming from your husband, Honorable Kwame Kwachi, former presiding member, Kwadaso, or say Odopa, Maltrinkwa. Barry Makufi Mensa Mwakon of Nursery 2B APS. Amekom. Today is your birthday from your parents, Abna Endima Amwakon and Kojo Cheya Mwakon, head of IT, Kumasi South Hospital. And then to my grandson, George Owusu Ansa of KNUST. This is coming from the former director of communication, New Patriotic Party Ashanti, Kwesi Chei and the entire family. Kwesi Chei Nana. Onyem fie saying. Odi ani nana no. Kwesi Chei Nana no. Rami fa we ntwam quickly na fe memra bedwa for ho na en wrap here. Jabin Rural Bank enyem fie aduanan bienu ewo bank mu 2023 they were judged as the best rural bank of the year. In 2025 all the way Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia, they were giving award for innovative and business development 2025. And until I said, what they will seek to Jabira Bank, it's a safe, secured. Yeah, the shares are bad. Just ya call a Jasua, ya ton your shares 50 pesos. Send your mom for see to now, but to shares CBA. Edium for Sudan now, Benya. The Eddie kind annual general meeting, now banner your dividends I jai. Shareholders CPR city and kwa. So you get high dividend income. The Tosubio, it is a lucrative investment for wealth creation. Te oba obi dia dance say obi gina usika. Afe obi o ye member and our shareholder no. Ye needy by brilliant student scholarship no. You qualify. Hey, bitch me ampo. Afe ye will fixed depositor. Year 3 months, 6 months, and 12 months. Who was sika be a more duo, opesa with the two baby, a van co baby, a favorite Jabin Rural Bank PLC. Your negotiable rates that is open for large amounts. It's a be sika near 1 million Ghana cedis, and now 500 5 billion. Oba, you know, Trasi, you know, I didn't come on. I watch the same pamcho. Sika we have the to add me pay interest with this percentage. Yes, it's your near amount. Your investment with us is secured. No market volatility. So you can be rest assured. And we have attractive interest rates. So, NUT and over to me out of sets now by going on by dialing star 389 star 984 hash. Star 389 star 984 hash. And now be fresh 0544 745856 0544 745856. Afei obanum super dia ayezet natural mineral water. Obini Blackman Company Limited na din so ya ba. Ghana ba bia opebia no an say wafre 0244 620294. 0244 620294 and now 0208 183018. Kumasi Breman West ye wo ho. Samson and Atomic obo hu. Mamima, Mabeja 5 minutes. Eddie came from you, Penny. Now, if there's any other issue you want to talk about, it is allowed.
Yeah. Research data now, flow them say usually a free booster down Hong Kong eba so far. One, because he has the resources to be doing that.
Who is resourcing him?
He has the resources. That's how I will say it. I will not say someone.
Whether a party or.
I will not say
And I say, Sika
may come because I only do it when I have resources. And teacher needs to the in a year train pay a book and research allowance and time mantem. And a Miami Boabu Amukakran no idea. I have some other contracts that I run. But no the personal contracts.
Okay.
No the Omanhene say the anasa. But for the public interest issues,
okay.
Timi enya insurance on Crawford na dwene so ene nkoma yedi wo krom ne saa ne ma ne ma
ne enya insurance on Crawford dwene so.
I didn't enya insurance so say obi a ti hoi opeso oti ne ye koso wo baabi unya je se bi obi akoye nhwemu odi aba
enti de na Ishak Brobe ka say sa research ya Musa Dam Kwade betu dwa no ono de ono he took him on say a diabolic no
e betimi aye diabolic
how
but research ye diabolic ye the research in a counter okay. No, do you get it
because research
when two data is there and then ye
betimi I'm making informed choice
also akwa Ashanti region na se menso se makwa Ashanti region and ye di nkomo na ebe ye
okay but sa won ko no bi so akwa won to me end disputing there.
And it is one thing that say umbefa serious or umfa serious.
Yeah, MPP
for befa serious or umfa serious. Yemfa anokasa any defense and responded to data.
Okay.
What are they waiting for? Do you get it? And now mudi omunye research ni bi. And now wunti mean some contract to be man so nye research ni
bi.
Obi what data or kasa o need data or say. Not that I believe in what Musa is saying, but what I'm saying generally, general advice. They say data.
Also, I research.
Yeah, the data and the response.
Oh, so there we are with the counter.
Yeah, data and the response.
Okay.
So far, that's one thing they are forgetting. You can do everything, but I tell you, don't downplay the impact of research. Maybe they are me deba discussing in no. Sabi enyu obia nim ho match. Obia one see the nim match. I have said it on several platforms, and I'm saying it. Make baby says, smart, are you sure? Yeah, I am sure. No, whoever thinks they want to the kura what the work that I do.
Says you are sure, just tell them.
Do you get it? Come on.
You are deodorant.
Me metra will show you so. Meka hanti teacher ni me a research professor. That is why I do those things. Obia nsheme me buzwa ya boabo ahumi nyakakra. I will do what I have to do, and I have started the series called Citizens Perception Survey. My first one, no, I presented it in December, I think January thereabout. I'm hoping saying first quarter, March and there. Quarter. Oh yeah, on my own level, I'll put together, and I'm trying to put together some resources to do whatever. But ABA now public interest. For public interest, people must actually be interested.
Okay.
And the resources will hold. I mean, what extra resources that I can be doing public interest.
Every
type of things.
Every 2 months.
If I say quartampo every 3 months in Panka is fine. It and yes a babe counter, but a data maybe able to be confirming a Musa Dan Kwakan. It might also be different from the Musa
say
on Baumia. I predicted 57. Musa Dan Kwa predicted 57.2. Musa Dan Kwa predicted 57. So it was like a baye the same thing. The confirmation was 56 point something, almost the same as the 57. I predicted 24% for Kennedy Japan. Kennedy Japan got 24%. I predicted 16 point something for Brian Champon. Brian Champon got 17 or I think 18 or so percent. 80 on Baumia, menene the any year the pay. But on Ken and Brian, mine was confirmed totally. Nidian was not confirmed. But it tells you what data can do, comparable something. Nanka only data na say Osiba Omi abenya 57 obwa no ode ode wadwene na eka na say ode wano na eka na de den MPP be serious with data. They should get serious with data, and I'm saying this because all they do is to put their hands in their demrifa and come and say obwa. Hey, odonza show demrifam to on out there obwa na oka. how much investment are you doing in research and data? More time, more you flag bearer.
Meanwhile, your flag bearer is even a man of data.
Che? And when I am making why kumi no, making why kumi say.
Baumia is always talking about
data. Projected that Baumia so a data person.
And yet you are not using data.
And you use words to then intermediate. That is it. I will continue to do my best. Minya resources be I will do some level of public interest, whatever. But me a consultant in Gusta, and I'm doing my little bit for the people who contract me to do what I do. But the public interest bit that I do, people must be interested and fund it, especially more benefited.
Okay.
Yeah, Musa Dankwa should keep on doing what he's doing. He has the resources. He should use data to shape the minds of the people. Use data. Also, Caulfield. And yes,
54%.
Also, Caulfield now so far resource price. Caulfield. On support.
And it's making a lot of inroads.
It's not. Mon Caulfield now. Many of me catch use data to respond to data. Use data to respond to data. Don't let the person rule the airwaves and you'll be using words and Obuana then Obuana then. And I'm way being so my mom fan could do diase. Most mom family tuja. It can also inform.
Enkoya mom famra. Ekoya mom famra. I feel no can ye.
In America, okay, I think American ye say omu ye but omu do ye could do diase. Ye the so can near Bible say ye the si could do diane soro. Na mashren and nipa nyina hu then it is just a simple advice. As for tomatoes the any day Omanhene nia ye wo msisi and two things ya mfa ye nyame adomacha de ne ne ma ode ma asase pane de ode ma ya mfa nya adwuma na ye nyini na kadimde ekọ na nim no Ghana ye mum de tesan was tomatoes ya ye tomato can tomatoes kwa o man mu dawo
yeah
northern there's na vrongo tomatoes
Walugu
tomatoes ene dien akomadan tomatoes ni ade
Sawam cannery
yenyin Sawam cannery ni ade na ye Ghana he yasem ni enkofa tomatoes in free Burkina na ye da be yesa na ma na ye no enti yenyin tum say ye tesan mre ko na nima nim de amumu ba no na Ghana ye mum ye tesan ye farmlands a ye de betimi adua na ma no sesi ye Norwegian effect ache yen you see good to Ghana baby into yes the two yeah you are eating your eggs. Remember
yes, you want to hatch.
I hatch chicken. Into we should always blame ourselves. Na me yase sebio a certain thing be a yen here. Ade bi ehun here yen so mine. Ni 2 million in the safwa ni kitabokina. They say they are going to close it in 2 weeks and everybody is running health and scatter. Sovereignty. They say your mind no. Omanhene, oh your mind. Ade bi ehun here pa safwa in kita ekita ayi. President Mahama Baye, Adebakwa, President Mills, and start here. Let's give the credit to President Mills. Adebakwa made respecting the paye a trouble gas pipeline because Abreno. Na Nigeria for Bowa say Kim. Na ye Jane. At least there's some partial response to say a lifeline. No, Emma Cecilia, no, Omudum Nikra, Benya Bidia Pawaya. What have we done about some of the things? They listed. It means solving in together. See, it me prioritize being who's away. A shenkrofo we in some.
See a dear.
See a near dear. Sadie we a one crofo we ho. Say a near dear. Ye be our own crofo who. No, man, think about it.
Seriously,
yeah,
you be our
crofo.
Yeah, damn crofo.
Damn crofo be BM. Let's take it one by one. We may not be able to solve all at the same time.
Okay.
But if I know tackle proactive responses, a bema sab dimbe say.
Honorable, I mean you.
Oh my, that's it. If you say, say, I do not want bro. Not so dear friend tomatoes. Young could I cry. Na make enemy. Yeah, could I tomatoes then? You figure out you, and near crack master with me, dear. Enya ba any so de hunu se o se yeye ifiri se abere du se animal no mani nyina itimi twam enya no nko hwe enkokofu na ye de ba me ye nkraman do se ani ye dog shoes no e ko talk ko sere me wie dog shoes no be ma lusu 2014 2015 me lusu nkama worth 70,000 cedis
ade
mema kase ma importo
ade ne ekunwa
bona kokɔ no sra adeɛ na me de ma sɛ adeɛ na de wo hom no kɔ ne chim no maro no mu abrofo no mo nwe maro no omo nwe dompe no na nkrama ya awe 6 weeks ewie doctor na be nkrama we ana moja free Nigeria doctor bi na say ine de won na ye ni panenti no kokɔ yo ya na waka na ya modru da kɔ ekuye yebetima ye nkokɔ 24/7 na mampani di ba ye yosin kokɔ nketenkete kɔ ana ya mafo yebetima ye aburo yehuni ntia amemi disit na obetime dua aburo 3 times na year na import aburo na Lebanese fu yi a omo ye business e ko fa mo filter wine ni a cho Ghana rice e ho ni ego ho na mo intimi nua bi ha tomatoes na na e ko sire me say asase da ho saa kwa na Burkina Faso fo be yi omo ne ma free port wa na ya sojafo di omo chi ado makoduru no mo so aba ba gide ko no matter ka say o ni mo ho a kire bo sabre de e mo amo me feel say within the next 4 to 5 months abaye na dwene say tomatoes ye ya enua de in fact ho kire ba na was ni power down ajeda 111 na de ba ye covid intira we never thought say the hospital be ba covid ni ba enti eni hunu sa bibisa enti me feel say tomatoes ni de e de ho kire ba but mampanin su ni nua na nadamfo a friend say head of state no
Tory
wonene nkasa because ye dom no enye saade a Ghana fo ye boko ba ho beduru ba bi no na no so amwa we komkukum ye nkrofo na no ye ente ho asem bia na mo sa akasa mu ni ni dwade a na mo bedi beyi mu ni ma fa ha no mo kokko yi om ne ma fa hen ko di vu ana sa hen fa
no ne ko fa ni nyina ba yo
enti ye me feel say sa ne ma wo se hwe na ye kan ye na me di ma sa mo ba wie no na me nua Honorable Vincent Kofi Asare bedi akom papa di Vincent na nka ho no cancer stand dogbe or the station here adwuma pa de NDC for the man no man ba power and the polling station for and branch for munti ni yo adwuma mo ye ne mfa so bie ni so tina kom demo the contract akese 11 million de mani pa ba ko etia ne ka busumi yo because de na me nka me yakase nka nya hwe na me nue na akire me mu chemi pa the branch executives any party for am work from ho muntie ni yi o na mo nwene ho se mu ni sika mo do be sponsor party nti wo mu didija mo mani na ho if se wanka se utrima ye yi bone na me ni MPP for registration mu yanyire ho ni nyine yi ni amanfo nkasa project ya na ha de kwan omu de NDC for 32 years in aban etetu ye de ho asantman wa enyeye ye kan na no munya 700,000 e ha a second highest in the country so mampani ma appointment no o ma appointment de organ ha no me nsape no de ba ha the second highest vote omunya e Asante region 700,000 o chicha kwan no ma 3% ne de nkwasiafo
o chicha ma say
3% ne ko manye ense mo ni mo ba ka so be nyina oba o se koko metu so wate so atichafo betu marketu mu no am 9% kania ya to kania mu 28% ne aketu mu ya to mu 9% no aka ma no atum akufu ado mo 25% na manfo mi nim ne esi oman mu
e de na esi oman
menti ase so bi ankasa ye de pa ne eboa Ghana for covid ni ada mampani ka tire se covid ni yi ndie mfa mamu ho ogodu international community dia o se fa mamu ho obafi o se mfa mamu ho and they ya when you contact quite 2 weeks pedo ngene hope gidi petrol ni yasa sie pejam na be ka se menti ya pesika akọ agu ama beton adi wonche ba bia disika akọ no koye usu buman
Vincent
I
mean too
akonya odi ama me efa tomato ho na yem de pa because ma enter into it before tamana mo wa komanda on say me ye adwuma but na me partner with individuals na ye bi o my dear woman nyina ne said the only challenge nyina ye nsuo the only challenge e dua tomato ayesu nyina ye nsuo oba ade nso ache ye nsuo akese wo man Ghana we enti a kire say me de edu ba bia you have to be a statesman Ye de swawa ni de jaw. And there is no vote ubenya se ubetimi aboa amagana. Yes, you yetimi atwa ana etu asi se ye said ye enkobo kin ana ye enkoba abi nkofa tomato biem. Ade we ya there's no way you won't get vote. Until let's find a solution to it. Until you before a few so now I am an to Ministry of Agric. So momoa. At least if this one policy no cry timisi anoa, you will get a certain masses. They will love the party and come and vote for NDC. Until I will take it say I dare challenge a woman because we are no bar who could be an MDA Maconi in toast in Yabi. Now ko plantia odi nsuo gu ase anopano na adi nsuo begu anwumre na wo no unko na wia na ebo no so unko na ni nyina ase onse ne ye wota na anopane anwumre ti unko no wia na ebo no na anu odene ti enuru anwumre na wo unko sa uko wota so no na ni nyina ase it means say senka baby so akofa nsuo no na wo de ba na emuwa itikese wo pipelines bi wo mu a at least air petrol obetima guso anopa wia anwumre ama ade na yede agina enunti eso batenso sa ti yebestre ministry in charge of food and agriculture said this is the time because yenuanom atimi ayede a we are also capable on our own this one there yebestre omu say once abeda ye pono ano no there may I believe in solution. When you are a leader it's not about talking, it's about solution. We should deliver on this on tomato issue nenya once and for all. Because the end of the year, just here waiting and soon. It is normal. So, what shall I come down in the enclaves? Ada ye pay ye season ye monitor, so I dance over tono. While we are unya akokoba crowd. Everybody is going to plant tomato anyway. And it is the only challenge in so. Nyameswache in so. And there should be a way. Yeah, like scale of preference. No, yeah, man, no, maybe what's up by now? Ye free mako. Na ama omano yetimi akoyanim jene tosi ni sadia when you come here and then from generation upon generation government upon government now we discuss this again that challenge it means we are not serious as a country. Thank
you very much.
I think we should have a headway na yentimi mu ana mini asimi twa ntro nya ntro na mitwae say me sister dogwe ni ho ahinti se bo a NDC nti ena omo ye ne sa na. That was what I said. Inti mom betna mbeka se grassroots no mumu didi ja omu no ukoye MCE ukai omu ena now betna che dia uka ho
Madam Penifua say Professor Smart Sapon, Senior Research Fellow KSTU. Most 70 years
Yes. Nyame adoma yawo.
Echina yawo na
activities
na shase.
Ponso na nkasa ye memene de ya.
So the Chancellor, Dr. Adokufo, Asantuma Ura, and Penifo in there, baby. KSTU, what?
Chancellor, Vice Chancellor, Vice
Chancellor,
and
Professor Masapon, a research for senior research for KSTU. Honorable Kojo B. Bedia, former DC, and Vincent as I Bedia, Ashanti Regional NDC. David, on the cover here.
We the committee na down no menka committee no we dey me invite but first invitation there is still active. But me me da if you da me da Kumasi Technical University Omanhene sani ama me akwanya and penifon de bebre me nua Vincent Owie wo ho ayi openi Dr. Samuel Fosuampofo onu cry old student of Kumasi Technical.
Kumasi Technical.
O just say Omanhene Kumasi Technical University product.
Oh my God, no.
Wa wan fa ho bia no. Yehu say wa je
me see.
Yeah. Empenifo bebre. Oh yes. Oh yes. And over this weekend,
I could see what for yes.
Enra na ye crowd ye different o kind of polia ye exceptional polytechnic university. The whole Ghana universities ni nyina ka bomu a ye to so 4 universities ni nyina ka o kind KNUST, Legon, UCC rank ni nyina ka bomu no 4th.
mean, yes.
Who university? Who call university?
University of Ghana.
University of Ghana.
I was bro. I'm first year. I saw brand TV. I said phone sign a we was say iPhone. University of University of Ghana. But I hear you, Papa. I was your friend. You see her. I don't do it. You don't be here. You cram.